Okay, fantastic. So let's go live. All right. So we should be live on Twitch and YouTube. If you are a dedicated Twitcher and a tuber, by all means, please report for duty. Your checks are in the mail. I mean it. Your checks are in the mail. All right, guys. So, hi, Jamie. All right, guys. I want to welcome you here tonight to Everything with Erica. Of course, I'm Erica. I don't know where Ren is yet. Ren's supposed to be here, but she probably is busy, which is perfectly okay. So she'll be here soon. So you guys can show her all the love. All right. Corey, I don't know where your check is. But with that being said, again, welcome in because you could be anywhere in the world tonight, but you are here with me and I appreciate you. All right. So give yourself some applause, show yourself some love, drop some hearts in the chat for yourself. All right. Tonight, we're, of course, going to be talking to Donald Trump supporters. We're going to see where their mind is. What do they think about all that is going on? And we're going to do all the good things. So let's tap the screen, share the live. Let's take care of the gift goals, which you guys are doing amazing at. I'm going to go ahead and reset it. All right. Doing all of this again keeps us on the FYP so that we can continue to have these talks. I'm going to go ahead and make it heart puffs because I don't remember what the last thing was. And it is tonight for my therapy, not reparations, but therapy. All right. Because I'm going to need it. All right. So let's see if we have anyone in the box and let's go from there. All right. Ren, I see you. Are you ready to come up? You're supposed to be co-hosting tonight. Hi, person. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, reluctantly.
I'm sorry?
I said yes, reluctantly.
Reluctantly? Why reluctantly?
I started supporting him in 2015, 2016 when he had more radical ideas. I think he shifted to moderate for me personally.
I feel like I've heard this before. Trump, a moderate, is wild. So
compared to my ideology, yeah.
Oh, is he just not like racist enough, not Christian nationalist enough? Like, what is it?
I advocate for Catholic fascism.
Catholic fascism?
Yes.
What is that? Please tell the class.
Yeah, so the best, if you want an example, the best examples would probably be with Francisco Franco in Spain, or you could also look at Mussolini, who was endorsed by Pope Pius XI in Italy. But yeah, it's a Catholic-centered government where you push Catholic values and a Catholic leader while having a fascist government.
But why should everyone be under the religion of Catholicism? Why should everyone be under that? It's pretty strange. Like, this is the United States. The United States is, of course, freedom of religion. Like, what are you looking for there?
We're not talking about what is. We're talking about what ought to be.
Sir, we're talking about what you want it to be, not what ought to be. This is what you want, is not what it ought to be. So the question for you is, why do you think this? Sir,
yeah, so it's an ought, obviously.
Why do you want it to be this way?
Yeah, I believe it creates more uniformity within the nation. Nationalism unifies the people and also creates uniformity as well. I believe Catholic morals promote good moral outcomes and better outcomes in society. And see how it did this with Mussolini within society.
Racism. I don't like it.
We didn't learn about Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Hi, Ren. How are you tonight, love?
I'm all right.
Do you see what we have here? This shit crazy.
You can call it crazy. You're going to make an argument against it?
I just don't agree with it. That's my argument. I don't agree with it.
Agree with what you're saying. That's my argument.
Okay, all right. I think you might be a little psychopath, but that's my argument.
You're not able to actually debate. You don't know much about
that's what I think, Trisha. I definitely think this is just a debate, bro. Trying to test something out.
Can you not debate?
Yeah.
Can you only talk about
I feel like I've heard this before. I feel like I've heard this.
Can you only talk about Trump, and not actual political ideology?
We've heard about it from him.
Yeah, it's him. The same person, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure. Yeah.
It was just
no one cares about your political ideology that will never be. So what you want and what it ought to be, no one cares about.
Wait, hasn't the left been characterizing Trump as fascist?
Literally.
Do you think Trump's
no one cares about what you want?
Do you think
Trump is more so of the Christian nationalist variety?
Oh,
he's not and he also does actually exhibit the 14 tenets of fascism, but you're adding on the basically the caveat of Catholicism with it. You want everyone to be under the same umbrella of a certain religious sect.
Yeah, I can explain.
So that's what you want.
Your
I did
argument's
ask you
flawed.
to explain it, but you wanted to go into trying to insult me. So now I
I
really
never
don't give a
insulted you.
rat's banana what it is that you have to say.
Never insulted you.
So yeah, you did, because you talked about not being able to debate in political ideology and all that nonsense. So Ren,
Mm.
what are we about to do?
Well, I don't know, because what he's saying is nonsensical.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I can show how you're saying it would never happen, but you just admitted that Trump is a Christian nationalist who has fascist tendencies. Therefore, we're going in a more fascist authoritarian way, which means my ideology is more likely to happen now than ever.
Hey,
No, it's not.
I don't disagree with
We'll still
your
fight
thought
against
about
it.
the fascism part. It's the Catholicism part that is completely
Exactly.
nonsensical.
How so?
And that's what I said. Did I say that, Ren, or no?
You said that it was nonsensical, but you didn't clarify what part of it.
Okay, it's nonsensical, the Catholicism part, because you want everyone under one religion. That's just not going to happen.
No.
You're saying it's not going to happen where political ideologies ought. And you just said Trump once again. You said Trump's a Christian
Oh,
nationalist.
God, here we
Closer to
go.
this ideology than ever.
That's what he likes to pretend to be, even though he couldn't tell you anything about Christianity.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's a Christian nationalist, but you're the one who made the claim.
Okay. Are you done or are you finished?
So you can't debate.
Do you want to talk about actual policy, or do you want to talk about your thoughts and feelings?
Political ideology.
Your Catholicism wet dream.
Exactly.
Would you discuss that?
Not a wet dream. You just admitted Trump's a fascist.
It's definitely giving.
Okay.
If Trump's a fascist, then that means my ideology is closer to ever happening.
No, it's not, because you keep adding on the caveat of it being also including Catholicism.
Yeah, but wouldn't fascism in general be a step closer to Catholic fascism?
No.
Oh,
Because
so
the person in question would have to be then Catholic, and Trump
No,
isn't
I said,
that.
is fascism in itself not a step closer to Catholic fascism?
And I'm going to say no, because they're different.
Yeah, once again, I said a step closer, not that it would be the same.
Political
And I'm gonna say
ideology
no.
and religious ideology are not
different.
synonyms.
You people that come on here thinking you know about politics is hilarious.
Hey, Fur or whatever your name is.
Pure, like Fuhrer Adolf.
I wouldn't call him that.
I am being quite benevolent.
But I can get off the Catholic. I can get off the Catholic fascist argument, and
Shh. I'm talking. I have not talked over you, but you continue to talk over me. My patience is thin. I'm going to ask you to act like you have the sense God gave a goldfish. Thank you. So anyway, Catholicism, religion is one thing. Political ideology is another.
Exactly. And he's trying to meld the two.
Theocracy is literally where politics and religion combine. But I'll get off of that. I'll go to the Constitution and ask you about constitutionality. So would you say that this couldn't happen because of the Constitution?
This is a nonsensical argument. And
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
No, I was saying I'll get off the Catholic fascist argument and I'll go to the Constitution. And I'll argue for Christian nationalism in general, or Christian government in general. So would you say that, what do you think of the job the Supreme Court is?
The job of the Supreme Court is to interpret the law.
To the Constitution specifically, right?
Oh, she said what she meant.
What does he want?
Yeah, so to dive more into that, so they interpret it by looking at other things that help them understand the intentions behind the writers' meaning behind the Constitution specifically, right?
Okay.
I'm just asking, would you agree to that?
They look at the actual cases and they apply it. They apply the law to it. All right. So that's how they interpret.
Yeah, I'm talking about
what is the point that you are trying to get to?
Yeah, I'm trying to look, if that's what I'm trying to get at. So whenever they're looking at the Constitution, the writers of the Constitution, they're trying to figure out the intent behind why they wrote it, right?
To listening to him talk, because he's saying a bunch of.
I was getting somewhere, I promise.
No, he's gish galloping, and I don't like it.
It's getting somewhere.
No.
Because if you want to know the original intent behind the freedom of religion, if you read
I said, hold on.
What's up, Ren?
You know, I really do not like discussing any type of religion. Because I feel like religion is very much a personal thing.
We agree on that.
And yeah.
I'm just trying to talk about the First Amendment.
We understand where the what the Supreme Court's duty is. We understand that part. What we're asking you is what point is it that you're trying to make?
Yeah, I'm making the point if they're looking at the intent and the intentions of the writers of the Constitution, then you would look at the other documents the founders make. And James Madison is a specific founding father who wrote the First Amendment. And if you read what he sent to Reverend Jasper, you would see that he said that this was a Christian nation. And the reason he didn't specify within the First Amendment is because he said it would be impossible that America would ever become non-Christian and interpret it to be anything other than Christianity. And I can provide you the specific letters he wrote to Reverend Jasper.
Okay, you know that Christianity, like the founding fathers, were not all Christian, correct?
They were,
most were deists. Yeah.
So, I mean, why do you think that the United States should be a Christian nation?
I just told you, James Madison, the writer of the First Amendment.
So the writer of the First Amendment who wrote the Constitution, but it's not written in the Constitution.
I just told you why.
You're giving an article that this man gave an opinion on, not something that's written in law that was agreed upon.
Exactly.
With all the other states.
I can beat that argument easily. Do you know what the Federalist Papers are and how they've been used in the Supreme Court to make rulings?
Let me explain how you're wrong. The whole reason that it does not say it in the First Amendment is because the other founding fathers were not willing to ratify the Constitution with that in there.
Yeah, that's just not true. But back to Tennessee. What's your name? Is it Tennessee? Oh, I'm from Tennessee as well.
Why do you say that's not true?
Yeah, because there's no historical evidence to substantiate what she just said.
There is historical evidence.
Show me that the founding fathers.
Do you think she just got that out of nowhere?
Yeah, bring a source.
You believe that she just pulled that out of thin air?
Out of her ass. Yeah, bring a source.
Do you think that we are just pulling information out of our ass just to present it to people?
Yes, and I can actually prove what you just said wrong, Tennessee, because obviously you aren't very aware with the Supreme Court. They used documents that were outside of the Constitution to better understand the intentions of the Constitution, such as the Federalist Papers written by Madison J. And Hamilton. They've used the Federalist Papers and Supreme Court ruling to understand intent.
I'm not sure why you're on this Supreme Court kick, because, I mean, the Supreme Court is literally striking down Trump executive orders every other day. I mean,
well, obviously you just don't know how to track a conversation, obviously. None of you have ever debated.
I'm debating you right now. I mean,
no one said that these are debates. These are talks, dear. These aren't debates.
He just said he's debating me. Tennessee himself just said he's debating me. He just said
you have the wrong platform.
Well, your co-host
is this Tennessee's platform?
It's not.
He just said he's debating me.
Is this Tennessee's platform? Yes or no?
You just said none of us
these
said we're
are
debating.
not debates. These are talks.
Okay, then the reason I'm having this talk is so you can better understand the First Amendment was used.
You're trying to push an agenda here in regards to Christian nationalism, which is something that you said that you support. No one here supports that, and no one here gives a rat's banana about you and your Nazism. No one cares. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Also, guys, let's keep doing all of the good things. All right, while we're here. All right. So this is definitely not a debate, because no one's going to debate your racism and your really screwed up views. And I'm using parse language, all right, because of YouTube and Twitch, all right. But no one gives a fuck.
I'm just curious on how you're saying that no one cares, but you're trying to talk to Trump supporters and you characterize Trump as a racist. A Schnazi,
because it does actually show, but I don't care to know your reason for it. I don't care to know your reason for being a racist. Why would someone care that you're a racist? You are what you are.
When did I say I was a racist?
Like, to understand you? No, there's no need to actually understand anything about you. You are what you are.
I haven't brought up race once.
What do you say, Ren?
I was going to say that actually, James Madison in the state of Virginia actually stopped a bill in the state of Virginia establishing Christianity as their religion because he thought it was a dangerous abuse of power.
No, it's a specific denomination.
Right. It's an abuse of power because then one domination will be over another. So it's better not to have any. So people support what you're thinking, you fucking nitwit.
Yeah, I just told you, because if you read the letter between him and Reverend Jasper, he literally said The only reason he made the First Amendment was to stop Protestants or Catholics from being over each other, but it was intended to be a Christian nation where the Protestants and Catholics could both have freedom of denomination. That's why he struck down the one in Virginia, because it was supposed to put one denomination over the other. If you read the letter to Jasper, you would know that.
Have you ever heard of the term or the phrase separation of church and state?
Yeah, something that happened in the 1800s, early 1800s, that phrase was made.
Okay, so do you get the concept of what that means?
I understand the idea of it. It's not in the Constitution. So,
well, I understand, but you're referencing a lot of stuff that's not in the Constitution that you're pulling as valid points. So why can't I do the same?
Because mine comes from the writer of the First Amendment.
But Madison also wrote the detached memorandum that discusses the First Amendment church-state issue, so the separation of church and state, where he actually argued against chaplains opening up Congress with a prayer. So there's that part, and I'm continuing to read about it. So hold on one moment, thanks.
And look up Reverend Jasper. His letters are Reverend Jasper.
It doesn't matter. This came after, but no, this doesn't. No, the thing that happens though is that people are allowed to change their minds. So he wrote letters to this Reverend Jasper in what year?
1776.
1776. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, not 1776, 86. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I can give you another example of how a founding father, you would have to look at more intent, because whenever Thomas Jefferson wrote "Every man equal under God," everyone there in the room when he wrote it knew that he was only referring to white people. But did
Whose
he
God is he talking about? Whose God is he talking about?
Thank you.
He was talking about the deist. He was saying God in general, because obviously he believes that God made the world and just left us here to be.
What God is he talking about?
I just told you.
Is it the Christian God? Is it the Hindu God? Is it
Buddha?
I just told you the deist God doesn't believe in any of them, because they believe that God created the world and just left us in the universe, that he went somewhere else.
So it's not Christianity then.
Yeah, that was never my argument.
James Madison wrote the detached memorandum in January of 1820. So almost 40 years after writing those letters to Jasper, he had a change of mind. All right.
So just prove me right.
After that, he had a change. No, it doesn't prove you right, because the man that you're saying believed in this. All right. Upon his death, obviously his views were different.
Yeah, he already
and he argued that he wanted to.
You're getting loud and black. You're tipping out.
He wanted to learn.
You have to pull her color into this.
I didn't even hear him. Don't to Tennessee. Let it go. I didn't even hear it. I didn't hear it.
Sorry.
So you bring something.
Let it go. I didn't even hear it.
That's not how the law works.
And actually, it does for the person, because you're claiming that the person who wrote this First Amendment, James Madison, you're claiming that he wanted to basically have this country founded on Christian values or whatever, but he didn't want to explicitly state it because it was implied. If you don't be quiet while I'm talking.
That's not what I said, so you're just wrong.
That is literally what you said. You didn't use those exact words, but that is what you said.
No, what I said.
All right. So anywho, as I was saying, I'm talking. Thanks. Appreciate you. All right. As I was saying, years after writing those letters to Jasper, he had a change of mind. And it was because he wanted the United States to avoid the religious conflict that Europe had been under. All right. He didn't want the same for this country. So he wanted a stark contrast, with a stark difference, a demarcation, if you will, between church and state. All right. So you're only looking at one part of it, and you're not taking a holistic approach to the entire picture. You're just focusing on this part because it supports what it is that you want. That's literally what's happening here.
Being muted. Stop muting me now. Yeah, so the reason you have to look at the documents before, you have to understand his intent.
You ready for him to talk?
No. And not at all. And the reason why, again, Ren, is simply because he's only looking at one part of James Madison's life as if the man didn't evolve.
Justified why? Justified why?
You didn't justify anything.
Can you justify fear if what you're talking about is any closer to what you would consider a cult? Because that's what it sounds like.
But wait, here's the problem with what he's saying.
Where would the cult come from?
In the First Amendment, where he wrote, he did not put any of the information about church. or he said, he basically wrote in essentially a separation of church and state, basically stating that there would be no national religion, right?
Exactly.
So
He
that's
said
what
no
he was
established
saying.
religion.
Would you shut the entirety? Please stop talking.
I mean, you're
Please stop
chimping out,
talking
not
when
letting me
others.
respond.
Please stop talking.
Please
You're
stop talking
chimping
when
out.
others are talking.
Please.
Okay, you're using words, but you're still talking while Ren is trying to talk. So stop doing it. Behave
Because I
yourself.
got for 5
Keep it
minutes because you
cute
don't
or
want to
keep it
dance.
on mute. Ren, I'm gonna go change shirts because I don't like this shirt. So I'm gonna go change shirts.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So what I'm saying is he did not put that in there. There's no established religion, correct? Now you're saying because he wrote these letters, that means that's what he meant to do. But then
No.
also,
It's not what I'm saying. You're mischaracterizing me.
I'm not mischaracterizing you.
Then why
That's
not
what
ask
I'm
me what I
saying.
mean instead of telling me what I'm saying?
What you've said many, many times, all your words that you keep talking and will not shut up. You basically said that he wrote the letters to Jasper stating that he didn't that he believed that the United States would always be a Christian nation.
No.
That's what you said.
So why not ask me once again because you're mischaracterizing? I said that whenever he was writing to Reverend Jasper, he specific because Reverend Jasper wrote a letter to him first saying, "Do you not?" He was actually criticizing Madison on not being specific in the First Amendment, and he said, "Don't you think you should be more specific so no one can misinterpret this in the future?" Then Madison responded back and said, "No, I don't think I need to be more specific because there's no way that this could be misinterpreted. This is obviously a Christian nation, will always be a Christian nation. There's no way anyone can misinterpret this." That's what he said within the letter. That's why he was explaining why he wasn't specific in the First Amendment. And the reason that it's more
But this
important
was in
about
1787, though.
and I was about to say, I'm justifying why that's more important than something in the 1820s.
Why?
That's what I was literally just said. I was about to justify
Listen,
why.
I just want you to get to it. Why?
Yeah, so the reason you have to look at the documents before and write as he was writing the First Amendment is because that shows the actual intent when writing it and when it went into law. Whenever you look at something from 50 years later, which you're also mischaracterizing because everything you're talking about is talking about making an established religion, which he was not okay with. It was just, once again, separating the church and separating an established religion so it wouldn't oppress Protestants or Catholics. But the freedom of religion was only within Christian denominations.
What do you not understand what the meaning of established means?
Yeah, establishes in a Protestant government or a Catholic government. Once again, he said these in the letters to Reverend Jasper.
So do you think that the other three people on this call right now are mischaracterizing your entire statement that you've given this entire time?
Yeah, because you're all pseudo-intellectuals.
No one here pretends to be a pseudo-intellectual. Ren, do you pretend to be a pseudo-intellectual?
A pseudo-intellectual means you're dumb.
I know.
So
No, it doesn't. You're saying what you're saying is that we're here pretending that we know about everything, and no one here
pretends. That's not what pseudo-intellectual means.
No one here pretends to know everything. Again,
that's not what a pseudo-intellectual is.
These are talks. All right, you're coming here with guns blazing, ready to darn go and argue with someone.
That's not what a pseudo-intellectual is.
And again, I say to you, you're not looking at the full picture because he had regrets about even decisions that he made as president when it came to the separation of church and state. All right. So I don't know why we're talking about this, Ren. I don't know.
Because you were scared to talk about Catholic fascism.
It's not something that I
talking about any of that.
Because you don't know about
it. I know the back says what is MAGA. I know.
You're ignorant to the
He
topic.
is just here to be racist, Drea.
That's it.
Yeah, he definitely is here.
How am I being racist? By proving you wrong? By showing that
you haven't proved anything wrong. What have you proved wrong? You proved nothing absolutely wrong.
You don't understand the First Amendment at all.
You know, Ren clearly understands the First Amendment. I understand it. Tennessee understands the First Amendment. You're the one that wants it to be something else. You're the one that is putting all of this theory behind it for absolutely no reason. Yeah, it is. It is. You're putting all this theory behind it. You want it to be something that it isn't.
Literally
when the founding fathers ratified the Constitution, it was clear that we would not have an established religion in this country. All right. Our government is not based on Christian values. It just isn't.
I can show you how you're wrong.
It's just black. It's black and white. It is
I
what
can
it
show you
is.
how you're
And
wrong
because
again.
of changing societal standards and changes in cultures, we have our Supreme Court that gets to interpret this law. They
Show you
get
how you're
to
wrong
interpret the
again.
law of the land.
I can show you how you're wrong
You won't
again
get
because
to
you keep
show
saying
anything because no one gives a rat's banana.
you can't debate me.
Who said I
Nobody's
was trying to
debating.
debate you?
You
These
can't
are
have a
talks.
conversation because you don't want to be proven wrong.
No,
These
You're
are
calling
talks.
us pseudo intellectuals.
Exactly.
Or
How are we pseudo intellectuals? We're having conversations with you and
I
trying to
don't-
be
I don't
educated
care.
in our discussion, and you keep
I don't
attacking us
care.
and bringing our race into it.
Are you about to
But
call
you-
an
Not my
audible?
race.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
it. Okay.
I would bring up another example on how you're just wrong.
Bye. I'm sick of hearing your voice.
I think that's the problem with TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with TikTok. I say every single night that these are not debates, that these are talks. So if you have something that you want to teach Ren or I, by all means do so. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to come over here and be disrespectful. I'm not going to allow it. And Ren's definitely not going to allow it.
No, here's the thing. I was trying
Mm-hmm.
to have a conversation with him,
Mm-hmm.
but he was unwilling. First of all, anybody that thinks that fascism in any shape, form, or fashion is something to aspire to is somebody that is completely lost.
Who's tapping?
Me.
Tennessee. That's you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Like he's lost. And you explained to him how what he was saying was not correct. And instead of him hearing, he just
Mhm.
wanted to be right. And
Exactly.
he wasn't right.
He
So
wasn't.
he just wanted to be right.
Yeah, what he wants and what he believes, he's trying to apply it to something it need not apply to.
Yeah.
And like tis all.
He was not right. And I
He wasn't.
wish
We're
I wish
indoctrinated. That's what we are, girls. Do you not know that?
hey, don't call us girls, please.
I'm sorry.
You didn't mean it that way, but please don't do that.
I apologize.
Okay.
I love you, Ren.
Why?
I just do. I love you. You're my favorite, one of my favorite people.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So it
Awesome.
is-
Tennessee. Go ahead, Ren. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I need y'all to understand, first of all, I would not want, even outside, let's say that everything he said was absolutely 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely not want there to be a establishment of a religion in this country.
Exactly.
No.
We don't want
Religion
that.
is too fickle.
Well, it's just like that brings up a good point too, Ren. If speaking of what you just said, I don't want an establishment of two genders. I don't think it's appropriate for there to be established two genders. I feel like it should be everyone's individual right to determine what they feel is best for them. It's not my decision. It should not be any political party's position on how to dictate other people's decisions or bodies, and it's not appropriate. And I feel like that's where we're going in this society is everybody's like, well, you're doing this to my kids or this. We're not doing anything. We want people to be able to think and do for themselves and be able to say, this is what I want, and not say, well, I'm not going to say anything and I'm just going to stay here and be oppressed. That's not what we want. We want everybody to be sufficient and thriving. Like, and it's so hard down here in Tennessee because I am literally like a little blue dot in a big red sea. And it's so difficult at times because everybody I talk to, it's just these negative opinions. We're all indoctrinated. It's all of this, and it's just they never have a strong argument as to why this person would have, like, for instance, why Kamala Harris would have been worse than what we have currently. Like,
You
they
know
can't come up
We already
with,
know why.
yeah, but they can't come up with information. They can't even
I
tell
don't expect
you,
them to at this point.
yeah, they can't even tell you like any piece of legislation that vice president has passed probably in the last 30 years.
None. But also, another thing, they rather suffer as they are now than to have Kamala as president. They
Yeah.
would literally go through another Great Depression than to have her as president.
it's bananas. It's cuckoo bananas.
I just wanted to quickly jump on and make a comment, if you don't mind. And it was going back to the previous speaker that got kicked out. First of all, when the courts interpret law, they do it by what's called the canons of construction. And that means that if the law that is written is clear on the issue,
Mm-hmm.
do not look to secondary sources. There's no reason to.
That's true.
So, with the First Amendment speaking plainly that there will not be an establishment of that the Establishment Clause will not respect the establishment of a national religion, that right there is enough to say it doesn't matter what was written in the Federalist Papers. It doesn't matter what Madison wrote to this pastor, because even at the time of ratification, the founding fathers, during the time of the writing, there were things that they specifically put into the Constitution, such as Congress shall only have the authority. I'm sorry, I'm misspeaking. That only Congress shall have the authority to coin or print money. So if they wanted to say this is a Christian nation, there's nothing that would have stopped them from doing that.
Exactly.
So even if there was cross debate about that subject, that is still secondary to what was actually ratified, what was actually agreed upon. So now, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say though, Mr. Kevin, even still, even if that's what they wanted to happen, James Madison later in life literally said that's not what he wanted. He doesn't want the United States to have an established religion. He wants a differentiate to differentiate between church and state. He
And it
doesn't
wasn't
want
just
it.
him either.
It
It was Alexander Hamilton. It
Yeah,
was
Hamilton was very firm about that.
right. So, and all I'm saying is that even before we get to quite possibly Madison's reversal of the intent, we don't need to today's interpretation of it. We don't even need to go to intent because the letter of the law is clear on it.
Exactly.
So
And that's what I was saying when I told him it's in black and white for you. You
Right.
will not have an established religion. Now, I can say that I don't always say things in the best way, but I say things. I say a lot of things. And I'm like, yeah, like, dude, he was wrong. And again, I think he just what he believes and what it is that he wants is he's trying to apply that. That's it. That's all. And he's trying to build an argument around it. And his argument fails once people start listening. Yeah, I am saying the things, Hector. I am saying the things.
Mhm. I was very nice to him.
You were, Ren. You were very nice. Mr. Kevin, thank you so much for coming up and sharing that with us. I do appreciate it. You also, Tennessee. Thank you both for coming up. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Mr. Kevin and also for Tennessee here? I'd like to see the hearts in the chat. And I want people to understand that these are talks. These aren't debates. All right. They may be heated talks at time, but they're definitely not debates because you can't debate facts. And I'm not going to sit here and debate your theory.
I don't
Because
understand.
Ren, do I care about do I care about people's theories?
No,
I don't.
no,
Right.
not even a little
Not
bit.
many people are gonna like that, but I don't. I'm like completely like black and white when it comes to those. It's like, okay, this is something that you want to exist. And especially if it's harmful to other people, then I'm definitely not gonna sit here and give it attention. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Agree.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming up. Okay.
Thank you.
That's not what he said. Oh my God. I don't think people listen to understand. You hear me, Ren?
Mm-hmm.
Someone in the chat says that Mr. Kevin said that only Congress can print money, but he's wrong. That's not what he said. He literally said that that is what they wanted, but they did not include it in the Constitution. Stop just listening to respond, even in the chat.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Daniel?
And he back.
Yes, because I don't know how I got kicked out.
Oh
First
no,
of
I
all,
had kicked you because you're not opposition. So that's what
oh,
you got.
okay.
But then you were in the middle of talking, and then I was like, "Ooh."
Article 1 of the United States Constitution explicitly states all of Congress's authority. And it explicitly states that only Congress shall have the authority to print and coin money. That is what the section says. It's Article 1, Section 8 of the United States Constitution. Now, what may be some confusion there is the fact that Congress then delegated that authority to the Treasury Department. But it is explicit in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, that only Congress shall have the authority to print and coin money. That's explicit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Because basically what you're saying is they gave that power to the Treasury Department, but they can take that power away anytime they want to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Just like if you look at Article 3. I'm sorry, Article 3 is the judiciary. Article 2 is the executive power. So in the Constitution, it says the executive, i.e. the president, shall have the authority to do X, Y, and Z. Well, over the development of the presidential office, they established different executive agencies to help them carry out their constitutional responsibilities. It's the same thing with Congress. Just because they delegated that under delegation clause doesn't mean that they do not have the power to do that or that they can retract that power. Matter of fact, we see that playing out right now when the GOP in the Senate has now passed legislation to pull back the executive authority of President Trump to on the tariffs issue. The Federal Reserve can only print money, and they are private. Okay, the Federal Reserve, they print money, but it's under the delegation authority of Congress.
So,
and they
Daniel, do you want to respond?
And they help set monetary policy, which includes the printing of money, but they do not have the exclusive authority to do so. It is under Congress. Like I said, Article 1, Section 8 is the enumerated powers of Congress. And now I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do this.
What you about to do?
My underlying credibility in that is I have a degree in political science and I'm a licensed attorney.
Hey. I invited Daniel up if he wanted to talk about it.
He don't.
Of course he doesn't. He just want to say no. Oh, is that a call in? Let me know if you can. I'm going to see if they can hear you, Ren.
Okay.
Hi, caller. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did. 100%. 100%.
Okay. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm 62 years old.
62. Okay. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Ren, can you say something?
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear the panel?
I don't understand why y'all don't love Trump.
Oh, ma'am, I'm asking you a question. Can you hear the panel? Ren, say something.
What hasn't he done for you? He's done everything for us.
Hey, can you hear me?
How did you find this live?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Yeah. How did you find the live?
You should probably turn off your phone.
How did I find it? You got a phone number up on there.
You should probably turn off your phone.
Oh yeah, Ren. You're she can hear you, ma'am. You have a really bad echo, so you may want to.
I got an echo.
You might want to turn off speakerphone.
Listen, I want you people to get yourselves together because it's
I just
coming.
want you to stop. Okay. Jesus, be a fence tonight. Is it a full moon? Is it a full moon?
Look,
Is
yeah,
it a full moon? I'm Googling. Is it a full moon?
I don't know. I just know I'm disappointed because I made some macaroni and cheese and it did not turn out good.
I am sorry to hear that.
So I'm being very nice, but it is very difficult
It's not
because
a
I'm
full
disappointed.
moon. The next full moon is this upcoming Saturday. Ain't that some poop? Oh,
It's getting
God.
close. So somebody said it's the raw milk.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Mr. Kevin, I appreciate you again so much, sir. We are looking for opposition, only like people to talk about Trump policy and stuff. If you want, Matt, I don't really care at this point. Tonight's been really weird. And we only been on for like 45 minutes, but good guy. You want to hang out? By all means, Mr. Kevin, hang out. I don't care at this point.
Anyway.
I don't know what's happening. All right. I can't see the person above you. I can't see their name. Ren, can you help me out, please?
Camaro. We booted him a few times. And he just likes to yap in the comments. So I invited him up to actually talk because yapping in the comments is for punks. And I assume Sal is not a punk.
Okay, Sal, what do you want to talk about? Have you been here before? What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about?
What do you guys want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? The 90-day pause on tariffs,
What about?
right? What do you think about it?
Haven't really been following that, so tell me
You
about
haven't
it.
been following the tariffs?
Not extensively. I've been busy
You haven't
working.
been following the stock market? You don't have investments or anything of that nature? No 401k?
Nope. I'm self-employed. Why is that a surprise?
Do you import goods or no? Like, what's your business?
No, I do appliance repair.
Okay.
Do you have
Your-
parts?
Yeah, like your parts, your tools, like nothing, like
I haven't seen
you
those
just
go
haven't
up in
been
price.
you haven't been following this at all. Okay,
No, I've been following, but
Pika.
not in detail. Not like micromanaging every little thing.
That is just so silly.
Silly? How so? The most majority of Americans don't follow all of this.
Oh, let me see here. Let me get these off really quick. Shout out to Applesauce for the $5. Said their favorite op. I can't remember the message, and I'm so sorry, but thank you for the $5, Applesauce. And also thank you to Chum for the 10. Chum, I appreciate you also for being, she said, for being the best part of the day. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this here. I'll do a mod announcement soon. Not right now. I'm trying to get my bearings together because I'm annoyed. Ren, can you tell that I'm annoyed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna fix it.
Shout out to Chum and and thank you for saying that I'm the best one of the best parts of your day. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
shout
Drop
out
some hearts.
to G Snooks, who basically wants to shout out the favorite op, Michelle. So shout
Okay,
out.
that's what it was, Amanda. You're shouting out the favorite op. Yes, drop some hearts in the chat for Applesauce, Chum, and our G Snooks and our favorite op. So just all of the hearts. All right, let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Okay, so what have you been paying attention to, Sal?
Just what I can a little before I leave to work and when I get home. So
Okay,
whatever.
like what?
News,
What have you been paying attention to? I didn't say how have you been paying attention. I said what.
whatever comes up. I mean, if you want to
Oh,
talk
this
about
is so
something
friggin'
specific.
pointless.
Well, you guys invite me up.
I'm very not doing this. They have so much gumption in the darn going chat, but as soon as they get on the panel, it's SpongeBob. Okay. Hi, is it Michael?
Yeah, no, no hate. I just came up here, but do you have a different topic that you do, or is it just what is MAGA?
I do what is MAGA, sometimes what is terrorist, and I also do a panel discussion sometimes. But why?
I was just wondering. I'll come back when you have a different topic because I watch your lives a lot. I I just don't like the MAGA. I'm just tired of hearing about MAGA and Trump and everything. Not against nothing against you. I just tired of hearing about
Do you
the
want
right.
the customer service survey?
No, I'm not saying
Okay.
from you.
I
I'm not
have
saying
one
from
though. I
you.
have one. I
I'm
got
not
to get
saying
it
from
from
you. I'm not
Kiara,
saying
and
from
I
you. I'm
can give
saying
you
in
the customer
general,
if you want to
like
make
with everybody.
suggestions.
I'm not saying
Are
just
you
you.
a subscriber?
What?
Are you a subscriber
To what?
to my channel, like to my platform?
It
Did
was
you
just a
sub?
question. You don't have to get
I'm not
defensive
getting
about it.
offended. I'm asking you. You're thinking that I'm offended simply because you
I didn't
came
say
in front of
offended. I
over
said you don't have to get
300 people.
defensive.
Whatever you said, you're thinking that I am, and I'm not. I'm asking, are you a sub?
No.
Okay, because if you were a sub, you can be in the Discord, and we actually have a channel that says you should add, where subs can actually share ideas.
What's that? Oh, is it
Yeah.
up there?
Mm-hmm. So when you
Everything with
become a
Erica?
subscriber, yes, sir. When you become a subscriber, then you can give us ideas. Thanks. All right. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Let's do all of the good things. Let's do all. Ren, was I wrong?
No, you are not. I don't know. Today is odd.
Very, very odd. Like super odd.
I'm in
Johnny,
the
did
gym
you?
right now, but I was
I'm
just
like, oh,
scrolling
hi.
by and I
Hi.
heard what was going on. Heads up, people like Mike, you make me sick. So here's the thing. Mike is a Trump supporter and reposts right-wing Trump propaganda. Trump supporters have a new narrative where they're telling streamers who are doing the good work like yourself that they ought to stop talking about this topic because they're sick of it. Of course they're sick of it. You voted for Trump. Stop acting like you're Democrats. Democrats aren't sick about hearing about this. Democrats want to know what's going on. They want to get educated. To anybody tuning in, if you see Trump supporters running around acting like they're Democrats, look at their reposts. I bet you it's a Trump supporter pretending to be a Democrat just to tell you to stop talking
Clock
about
it.
Donald Trump because they're scared of what you have to say. Don't be silent, Erica. We love you.
I love you, Johnny. Thank you so much. Johnny's the best. Drop some hearts in the chat for Johnny. Drop all the hearts in the chat for Johnny. I actually might actually tear up for that one. All right. Hector, I am. I actually am. There's so much going on right now in my life. Okay, anywho, Ren, let's see. I'll let you choose the next person, Ren.
I only got one person I can see. So
okay, see what happens.
Hello,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, Charles, we can hear you. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. So why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
I like the policies that he's put in place. I liked what, in the last 30 days or so forth coming out. As far as policies goes in regards to the border issues and stuff that is taking place. I was so funny.
I'm sorry, because you said that you voted for Trump for what he's done so far, but as of November 5th of 2025, he hadn't done any of these things. So when you went into the voting booth, what was it that made you vote for Donald Trump?
But well, Biden sucks. It was terrible for the last 4 years. If you want to get to it, that's the problem.
How did it suck? Because as
well,
far as
first
we
of all, he
know,
was
he
an
definitely did.
absentee. Put it this way: he was an absentee president.
How so?
He was half asleep. Oh, well, he wasn't there. Wasn't present. He didn't have press conference for 6 months.
He
He was
wasn't
inadequate.
there,
Couldn't
but
really
he was
be there.
able to pass more
Are you
legislation
gonna
than
let me
Donald
talk,
Trump.
or you're gonna talk over
I
me?
probably won't
How
let
is
you
this ever
talk.
gonna work?
I probably won't let you
Okay,
talk.
because
I probably
you're
won't.
outraged.
I likely won't
You're outraged.
because Joe
Well,
Biden
how are
is
we
the
ever
one
gonna
who
have a
actually
dialogue
passed
if you're gonna
the
dictate the
CHIPS
conversation?
Act. He was able to
You're
pass
built
the
with
PACT
anger. You
Act.
got a lot of
He
anger.
definitely
You got a
was
lot of
able to
anger.
pass the Inflation Reduction Act. So yeah, he did quite a bit. He did
Well, how
quite
are
a
we gonna
bit.
get some real? How are we gonna get some real dialogue?
You can mute though. Is this that same crazy lady? Hello, caller. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're
I
back?
just talked to you, and you said you had an echo. Is it better now?
It is better now, but do you mind holding for a moment?
Okay, man.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to place you on hold, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now, Charles,
Yes.
do you want to stop over talking me?
Well, you won't even let me get a word in.
I did let you get a
So
word.
how are
I
we
let
gonna
you get a
build?
few
How are we gonna
words
get a
in.
dialogue? You asked the question. I was gonna explain it, and then you cut me off.
I let you get a few words in. So here's the deal. All right. We're going to reset here. All right. That's what we're
All
going to
right.
do. We're going to have a reset and we're going to
Yes.
have a talk. Okay? So please tell us in your best words
Okay.
possible, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Okay. Border issues, inflation. Okay. All those things that carried over, and that carried over from Biden administration.
Mhm.
Okay. Kamala Harris, incompetent. Doesn't know anything. She can't even tell us anything on the geography of other countries, let alone strategic or plans, and without
Is it
reading
me
off
or is your
their.
signal going out? I'm sorry.
I don't know
Was
why.
he? Oh, you have bars. Okay, you do
Probably
have
put.
bars. Okay, he has bars. All right, while he tries to figure out his signal, let's talk to our caller. Okay, hi, caller. Thank you so much for holding. All right, so you said that you voted for Trump and you're like 60 something, right?
Like 62 years old.
62. All
I
right,
mean,
that's
I
awesome.
think he's the best. He's so handsome.
Are you a real person?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay, if you don't mind, which part of the country are you in? Southeast?
I'm in Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. Okay, awesome. All right. Got good gumbo down there. Okay, so why did you vote for Donald Trump other than thinking that he's handsome, which is an odd take, but you know, we all have our
Okay.
preferences.
I don't like black people.
Oh, keeping it straight to the point, huh? Why'd you hesitate when you said that?
I didn't want to say it, but
Why
really,
not? Why didn't you want to say
don't.
it?
I know I just don't like black people. They
Yeah.
tear up everything
Mhm.
and they burn down.
Okay. Any friggin' who. Good grief. Ren, what the hell is it something in the water?
I don't know, but at least they came out and said it right out the way.
I know, right? Like, what am I supposed to waste time when you don't? Am I supposed to convince you to like black people? No. No. Like, what is that even about? What is happening tonight, Ren?
I don't know, but I'm about to say F it.
This is crazy. The
This is
weirdos have
bananas.
found us, Ren. Ren, have we made it?
I maybe
I
because
don't know.
it's
Have we made it, Ren?
bananas around here.
It's absolutely insanity around these parts. It's crazy. All right. I know Kevin's probably in shock right now. Doesn't know what's going on. It's just weird.
Nah.
No,
Kevin,
not at all. I've heard quite a few
Not her calling back. Ma'am,
weird responses.
ma'am, please find a hobby. How do you block a phone number?
I don't know if you can.
I'm about to figure out, like, how do you block a phone number? Because she is annoying.
That ain't a real person.
It can't be a real person. I refuse to believe that that's a real human being. I refuse to believe. And if she is real, then it's a miserable existence. Very lonely. I can conclude is very lonely. All right. The gentleman up top is teacupping.
Somebody said, "Can someone take mercury out the microwave, please?"
It's mercury out the microwave, please. No, my friend said that mercury does not, in fact, have her microbraids in. So there's that. All right. And she just told me that it is a full moon this weekend, though. So I don't know. Is it
Maybe
waning
it's
or
just
waxing
starting
giving
early.
that comes first? 'Cause God, swear, this is weird. This is very weird. All right, the person up top isn't loading, so there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of them. All right, Charles, if you want to come back, by all means do so. I'm going to give you to the count of 1, 2, 3. Okay, bye. All right, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Share the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Show TikTok that you do want to be here. All right. Let's see. What are we working on? All right. We're working on the tiny dinies right now. So let's go ahead and clear those out. Also, guys, we have what? 68,000, basically 69,000 likes. Let's go ahead and get this up to 125,000 likes. There's over 300 of us in here. I know that we can get up to 125 easy money. Also, continue to show love to the panel, especially Raptured Ren, the hardest working co-host in these TikTok streets. Her pay links are in her bio, Cash App, and Venmo. Also, we are $135 to our daily donation goal. If you do want to show support, by all means, pay links are in the bio. I have a Venmo and a PayPal and a Zelle. We appreciate everything that you do, the love, the support, the encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. And just thank you overall for just being here. Keep doing all of the good things. And if you voted for Donald Trump, request up. Request up. By all means, just do it. Don't be afraid. We can actually have a conversation with policy if you can.
Like, we genuinely just be wanting to talk to y'all and understand things, and y'all just can't seem to not.
You can't get past this part.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't get past this part. I know it's shiny, it's glowy. It's glowy. I know. It's beautiful. I get it. I understand. Very well highlighted also. The cheekbones are amazing. If I could toot my own horn for a moment, right? I'm just saying. Ren, are the cheekbones not amazing?
They are. They
Thank you.
absolutely are.
Thank you. Get it from my mama. Shout out to my mom. She's awesome. All right. Like, all we're trying to do is have talks about policy. All right. And like, what are you expecting from Donald Trump? How has Donald Trump impacted your life? Has he actually improved the material conditions of your life thus far? Or we can even talk about why Donald Trump has control of basically the entire United States government, but he hasn't passed any substantial legislation that has helped any of us. All he's done so far is cause harm. That's it. Wanting to take away people's Medicaid, cutting food programs for children, cutting humanitarian efforts all across the globe. Like, all he has done so far is cause harm. Tis it, tis all. And if you do think that I'm lying, by all means, request up and we can have a conversation about it. All right. But you do not get to yap in the comments because this is not a safe space for Trump supporters. Stamp with love. Thank you, Miss Ida. All right. This is not a safe space for Trump supporters. Not at all. All right. So with that being said, mods, you can send them a request 2 times. After that, they get the you know what button. All right. It starts with an M, ends with an E, just in case we need clarification. All right. All right, guys. So let's keep doing all of the good things while we're here. Thank you so much for knocking out the tiny dinies. All right. Again, if you did vote for Donald Trump, by all means, request up. Let's have a conversation. Ren, do you think you want to do the MAGA call? Not the B one, but just MAGA.
Sure.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Sweet, sweet. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA.
All right. So with that being said, Mr. Kevin, it doesn't look like we're getting anyone. So I'm gonna let you down. I don't know. They may see you here, and I don't know. They're like, oh no, a black man. I don't know. New York City, Pika. I know you're doing this because you want to hear that. New York City, God, Pika. I look kind of cute with a mustache. I should grow one. All right. But Mr. Kevin, thank you so much for being here, sir. You're welcome anytime.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you. All right, New York City. All right. Oh, what's this? New York City. Oh, New York City. Hi, Richie. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. So, Richie, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I thought he did a pretty good job his first term. He does. He actually he does what he says he's going to do. And I think the guy's got balls, man. Something that Biden didn't have.
What do you like so far that he said he's going to do? Like, what is it?
Clean out our government, which I think really needed to happen.
How is he cleaning out our government? What is he doing?
Well, he sent Elon Musk in there and had him go see what we're spending money on. Right?
Okay. And have they actually saved any money or what?
I'm not really sure exactly the. I wish I'd like to learn more, and I'm interested in learning more here in the future about what has actually been saved. What have we actually cut out as far as budget wise? I think it's kind of like up in the air right now. I don't really think obviously they probably know, but A lot of it's just hearsay tales here and there about what is actually going on. But I do feel like we had to do something,
Okay. So we do know that Doge has walked back its 5 biggest savings, right? So we do know that, right? So one being $655 million that they counted 3 times, which would equate to $1.9 billion. All right. But then they had to walk that back because it was actually only $18 million that was being quote unquote saved. All right. And then there was another one that they had to walk back for ICE that ended up being actually only $8 million. All right. And then they say that they are, they canceled all of these contracts, but that's not even money that was already spent. It was just, it was an agreement to spend said money. And then, the Supreme Court said that, hey, you can't cancel those contracts. You're going to have to follow through on them. So, like, what exactly has Elon saved the United States government?
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of just people just making shit up and saying, this and that. And I honestly don't know what we've saved yet. I don't,
Who's the people that's making stuff up, though?
I think it comes from both sides. I think there's a lot of bullshit coming out of.
Do you think that Elon is making stuff up?
I don't think he messes around too much. No, I think he's a pretty straightforward guy.
But we just went over how Doge had to walk back, their top 5 savings. So is that transparent? Is that pretty straightforward? If he basically was caught in a lie? And then also the lies that they've told about Social Security, saying that, they're going to save billions of dollars from Social Security, lying about people being 200 and 300 years old, receiving Social Security checks. Where is the truth?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And I don't think you the truth. I don't think anyone really knows the truth yet.
So if no one knows the truth yet, how are we supposed to know the truth when the truth is told? Because thus far, the savings that they have claimed to have accumulated have been debunked.
Okay.
So there's evidence to the contrary. And I like to lean towards the evidence.
I have a question.
Yes, Renz?
So, Richie, you're saying that nobody knows the truth, right? So if nobody knows the truth, then why are you giving the benefit of the doubt to Trump and Elon?
Exactly.
Because it needed to happen. Look, something needed to happen. Do you not agree with me?
But Richie, nothing is happening.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're
what else?
Spending more money, and they're costing us more money with the trade war.
No, they're going in and they're going to find out what about all the things we've sent overseas? Is that all bullshit you're saying?
Like what? What have we sent overseas?
The $50 million for condoms to Africa. I don't know. You heard them all.
That's not true though. That was debunked also. See, that's the thing. That's not true either.
Okay. Well, you can say what you want, and I can say what I want, but
no. But here's the thing, though. You're saying what you believe. I'm saying what I know to be true. So you're speaking in your opinions, but Ren and I are speaking in facts. That literally was debunked. The money did go over to Africa, to Gaza land in Mozambique. All right. And with that, it was for government officials and government programs, all right, to provide sex education, all right, along with prevention programs, which included condoms. But it was not $50 million purchased in just, rubbers. Like, in order to, you know how many condoms that is?
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's more people.
That's why I was saying.
There's more people.
That was one of the rumors. That was one of the
50
rumors.
billion condoms. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is rumors.
I agree. And I think there's rumors.
Truth.
I think there's rumors coming from both sides, you know, and
I love both sides, everything
Exactly.
except the stuff that actually be both sides. Like it's so
Mhm.
weird.
well, do you not agree that something had to be done?
This didn't need to be done.
It didn't need to happen.
Then what's the solution?
Firing government employees as he's done, levying this trade war on the rest of the world. He didn't have to do any of this. He didn't.
Then what's your
New
solution?
York City. I didn't see that there was anything that was broken that needed to be fixed in regards to what Trump has done. I think that in regards to our trade, we were doing just fine with trade, but Trump saw it and was like, you know what? It's broke. Let me fix it. I'm sorry, it ain't broke. Let me fix it. Like, why is he doing this? You
Well, the
tell
rest of the
us
world
since
has
you vote,
tariffs on us.
you have
I
a
mean,
better
then it's
understanding.
obviously a good thing, right?
It's because the United States currency is extremely strong. The dollar is strong, even though people want to think that it's weak, it's not. All right, the dollar is strong. All right, and so basically, what ends up happening is.
Sorry,
Yes?
go ahead.
Okay. So what basically ends up happening and why we have these deficits is because people in the other countries, when we import goods to them and people have to pay those import duties on it, all right, they're paying a lesser amount than we would here in the United States for it because, again, the dollar is just valued higher. Tis it and tis all. All right. And then so with that being said, I do have I like, have you heard of the Mar-a-Lago Accords? Closely related with the Plaza Accord.
The court. What are you referring? No, I mean I know where Mar-a-Lago is, but I mean,
You haven't heard of the Plaza Accord before?
no, I don't think so. No.
It's something that happened in 1985 when Reagan was president. The G5 nations, specifically Germany and Japan, got together with the United States to actually agree to devalue the dollar, to bring down the value of the dollar, so that U.S. Imports in other countries will become more desired. All right, people will want to buy them. Yeah. So our exports in other countries, which are imports, would basically be more, people will want to buy them. It kind of backfired on Japan because of their value and their trade actually went down, but it was beneficial for Germany. All right, and that's what Trump is basically trying to do. He's trying to he wants to bring everyone back to the table, all right, so that we can desire. No, I cannot think of the word desirable for some reason. It escapes me sometimes, but yeah. So basically, what he wants to do is he wants to bring down the value of the dollar, all right, in hopes that countries will come to the table and actually negotiate the money that the United States owes them. All right. He's hoping that the Fed is going to bring down the interest rate. All right. And he is also hoping that this some way, somehow is going to make US manufacturing more appeasing, like more appealing, but is not, because we already have companies saying that they're not even going to do business in the United States anymore, like the car manufacturer Jaguar. They said they're not going to do business here. Microsoft just gave up a plant in Ohio. They said they're not going to build it. Stellantis, the first day that he announced these last week, Stellantis laid off 900 people. So it's having the opposite effect. And I know you all saw some good, like what you would consider good today, because he's put a 90-day pause on it. But what's going to happen in 90 days when he decides to do this again?
I mean, yeah, I mean it's going to take some time, I think, for the effects to really be positive and actually show themselves. But I do think we need to be more self-sufficient.
But why didn't we give Joe Biden time? Joe Biden came in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. Every single day on the news, even if you wanted to read it or not, you could have seen it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Wherever you consume your information, you would have saw that we had a supply chain issue. You would have saw that we had record low interest rates. All right, you would have saw these things. You would have known about these things. We would have known that these things can contribute to inflation because we had higher demand for goods and not enough supply. We could have seen, we saw these things. You would have saw this, but Joe Biden didn't get time. Joe Biden didn't get time to fix anything. Joe Biden was blamed
he had
from day
4
one
years.
for everything. But guess what? Joe Biden did though. Guess what he did do? Even though y'all didn't want to give him time, Biden actually gave the United States with his Inflation Reduction Act. He gave us the best economic recovery of any G20 nation. He did. Our inflation rate was envy. Everyone else was, hey, RC, everyone else was still suffering from high inflation, and our inflation rate went down to, I believe it was 2.6, I want to say. It went down to 2.6, and that was within range. I'll pull up the chart to verify for you. But yeah, it was within range, because where do we want inflation to be stable? What range?
Around that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, between 2 and 3%.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what Joe
What about
Biden
when
was
it was
able to do with
9?
his policies. When it was 9?
It was a global pandemic.
Thank you,
Everybody
Ren.
had high inflation. She just said that. Scarlett,
You know why?
take the Charleston chew out your ear, please.
Yeah, it was a global pandemic that pretty much got blown out of fucking proportion, right? And all Biden could do was tell us to get vaccinated.
Okay.
Which,
Richie, I'm gonna ask you very, very kindly here. Because of this pandemic, pretty much I am guaranteeing that out of 365 people, almost every person in here knows somebody that lost someone during this. So we're not going to discount the harm that happened during the pandemic. We're not going to do it.
okay, well, you can say whatever you want. I know a lot more people than 365, and I do not know one person that lost their life. Not one. I know a lot of people.
You are fortunate, Cap. All right, I do want to get this one off. Shout out to Spooky Scary Sherry for the 5, because baby, you recognize it. She said because these MAGAs are testing you today, and is strange. Not Richie though. Richie, you've been I don't know. Well, yeah, you're fortunate. Thank you so much, Sherry. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Sherry. I appreciate you. All right, we're now 130 away from goal, guys. 130 away from goal. I know we can knock that out. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica on Venmo. Also have a PayPal and a Zelle. The mods will definitely let you know if you ask what those are. But again, pay links are in the bio. And also, if you're not following me on Twitch, by all means do so. Everything with Erica is the name. The same on YouTube also. Definitely trying to build up the follower account, because the way Trump is moving, the deal with TikTok is kaput. Is kaput. All right, guys. So we're gonna have to go to other platforms. So I have to build a following there. New York City. All right. Also, be sure to follow Raptured Ren. Ren I am on YouTube and Twitch. Also, is Ren I am is Ren's name over there, guys. Make sure you follow her and also show her love. Pay links are in the bio, Cash App, and Venmo. Keep doing all the good things. I definitely appreciate y'all. And let's tap the screen. Let's get this up. We're still working towards 125,000 likes. That's crazy. All right. So let's keep doing the good things.
Shout out to Sherry for the $5. She said, thank you for keeping Erica sane.
Yay. Because I was about to crash the fuck out.
I know.
I was going to crash out, Ren.
I know.
They don't like when I crash out, though.
Yeah. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's not a good thing. You don't want me to crash out. I don't want to crash out.
So what I'll say.
Wait, why does it make you uncomfortable?
Because that's not your normal state of being.
It's not. It's like something's gotten to me.
To me.
Okay.
It's not your normal state of being, so it makes me a little bit worried.
Makes you concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. All right, guys. All right. Keep doing all the good things, guys, while we continue to have this conversation with Richie. Ren, I think were you about to ask him a question, or was he saying something?
No, so just because something didn't happen to you means it doesn't exist?
No, I never said that.
Okay, yeah, so just because
I think it was blown out of proportion, though. I think a lot of people.
1 million people, over 1 million people in the United States unalived. And Ren literally just told you not to do that. Don't make light of this situation and what happened, because so many people, including those watching, lost loved ones. or at least know someone who lost a loved one. So don't do that. Matter of fact, let's skip over it. Let's move on. All right.
Yeah,
We're gonna move on. Okay. You mentioned the border earlier, correct? Or am I thinking of someone else? Y'all all blend together at this point.
I didn't, but we can talk about it if you want.
All right. Well, what's another reason that you voted for Donald Trump?
The border.
The border.
He did
Okay.
say the border earlier.
I thought he did. I wrote it down. Like, am I going crazy?
No,
I
he
am
said
going
it.
crazy, but there's that. Okay. All right. So the border. What about it?
I mean, do you think it should be open like it's been for the last 4 years?
The border, oh my gosh. First of all, borders are imaginary lines made up by man. So there's that. We have that part taken care of. Also, our border was never open. It wasn't open. All right. We've always had an immigration process. We've always had an asylum process here in the United States. So it's not open. Like, how many people do you think actually came into the United States within the last 4 years?
Well, it was something like, fuck, I don't know. It was like 8 million people came in, they say.
No. Are you referring to that ICE report that came out this past August?
I'm just kind of going off of the different things that I've heard. Why? What do you think?
I thought this was something that you act like you knew. My bad. I'm sorry.
Did
Oh,
I
no,
sit
I
at the
don't.
border and watch 8 million
I
people
don't
come
know.
over it? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. But I mean, can I have is anything I say just bullshit to you? Because, I don't have the fucking goddamn.
Ooh, why are you getting so upset? What's happening
Because everything I
here?
say, you just say is bullshit. It's
I
like
didn't say it was
tiny
BS.
word.
Did I use those words? Why are you doing this? You're getting really upset.
Because everything
Like,
I say,
calm
you just say,
down.
oh, well, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Not true.
Well,
It's
I
like,
just
why?
wanted to know where you got the numbers from. That's all.
Hey, Richie,
That's
how
it.
are we to know what information you have if we do not ask questions about the information you're providing?
I mean, I don't know where I got that number from. It's numbers that I've heard.
Okay, and that's fine, Richie. However, how are we going to have a conversation that isn't just trust me, bro, if we don't ask questions?
I think we were supposed to
Okay,
ask
well, then how
questions
many
to
people came across the
understand.
border?
That's what I was
How many
asking
people?
you.
And I told you, and now I'm asking you your opinion.
Okay. Good grief. Sake. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit taken aback. You just started cursing at me for absolutely no reason. A little taken aback by that. I need to recoup. Because I don't know what's happening tonight, but I'm gonna need you all to stop being rude as hell. It's not okay.
I'm sorry if I was rude.
Okay. Shout out to let me see here.
So you're not going to answer me?
Shout out to Portia for the $5. Thank you very much. Portia said, because you are doing the Lord's work, they stressing you, but you keep smiling, stay calm, and look good. Look good doing it the whole time. Bless you, goddess. Thank you so much, Portia. Thank you so much. Oh, look, a skedaddle. They don't like when they're not the center of attention. A skedaddle. All right. Thank you so much, Portia. I appreciate that, guys. I really, really do appreciate that. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Portia. All right. And I hope I got the hearts in the chat also for Sherry earlier, but just drop those hearts. Ren. What is happening?
I don't know what's going on with these folks. They losing every little bit of their mind.
Every little bit of it. Just absolutely insanity. Right. Just asking questions. All right. Typically, people ask questions to understand.
That was it.
That's all. They just ask questions to understand. Like
nobody ever said it was bullshit. You was just asking, okay, where did you get this
where'd you
information
get it from? That's all. That's
How
it.
dare you ask me where I got my opinion from?
Yeah. Not how dare you ask me where I got my opinion from. Oh my gosh. Oh good. All right.
Like,
what's crazy is though is that you can't just get the information. You can't. All right, because like some would say there's only 500,000 illegal entries. No Cash App, Pika. I only have Venmo, PayPal, and a Zelle. If you want to Cash App, you have to send it to Ren, and you have to pay Ren a convenience fee.
You don't have to pay me a convenience.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I've learned to shut up.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Okay, so since we don't have any MAGAs, all right, no MAGAs, we're going to read the news, which is my favorite part of the live because I get to read aloud and you guys know how much I enjoy doing so. All right. Also, I think regardless of what happens, we might need to decompress tonight. So you never know. We might get some karaoke. We might get some karaoke tonight. Some acoustic karaoke, if you will, Ren. Acoustic karaoke? Okay, fantastic.
No, it's supposed to be acoustic, but I think we should call it acoustic.
It's acoustic. That's what I said, right? Acoustic?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
it's acoustic. Yes, it's acoustic karaoke, guys. And that's what we like to do over here to decompress because Lord knows these people are trying it today. They are trying it. I haven't had they are trying it today. Ooh,
that first dude, he was saying some real slick.
Oh, most definitely.
Definitely. Behind his back. And I
hello. I didn't want to engage with him on that. And the reason why yeah. Cause like I think giving them credence to that stuff, it kind of like validates them.
I got the black people mad at
exactly. Like, ooh, I pissed off some black women today. Look at me. I'm awesome. Like, no, I'm not about to do that. Like, by all means, please. Like, you're a racist. I'm not gonna change your mind.
And
I'm just not.
Like, sir.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business.
Exactly.
And do the same.
And I wonder why people think that like, hey, I'm a racist, change my mind. What for? What for? There's no reason. Pass, do not recommend. Absolutely 0 stars. 0. None. Hi, Cheryl. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, ma'am, but I've been on the pen looking here. I just real quick. You asked been saying what's going on today, why the megas are spazzing out. You know, I'm gonna tell you because I'm 65, black-year-old.
I'm almost 60.
Woman. Yes, God bless, Queen.
Yes, ma'am.
But I was here cracking up. Why they are messed up? Because they was tariffs. Trumps, yes, right. We need these tariffs.
Yes,
Go make America great. And then Trump stood up there today looking stuck on stupid, talking about, well, I'm going to do 90 more days. I'm going to give him 90 more days because it's good. It's good.
I like your Trump impression.
Yeah, thank you. We see him enough. They are heated because they was promoting it, and then he turned around as usual.
Yep.
And screwed them.
Exactly.
So this is why they are very pissed.
Yep.
Today, I was just coming on because you asked that, during I was been watching you. They have no clue. They done drank so much unlimited Kool-Aid because there ain't no brain up there. It's so liquefied.
So liquefied.
And they still don't understand, but it's okay. But it's people and young ladies like you and real people in reality. Y'all don't know what time it is. Come on, man. Come on.
They are definitely not happy with Donald Trump reversing those tariffs, but then they're going to try to throw the stock market. Yeah.
They will never admit it. That's just it. They won't admit it, but it's all good. Stop drinking that Kool-Aid.
They had to redo their talking points in the middle of the day.
Like, what we gonna talk about now? One that just went on that rampage, black, this and that.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
They spazzing out.
Yeah, they're losing it. They're definitely losing it.
They're losing it.
Yes,
and then you go taxes. I know I'm not supposed to be on here. I just want to say one thing, host. Okay. we're paying these taxes, and you have Musk riding around on the president's helicopter, him and his mama. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't see nothing wrong with them things. But anyway, young lady, keep your head up. Don't let them stress you. Like I said, I'm 65. Child, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't, you know, God bless y'all.
Miss Cheryl, you calling me young lady? I told you I'm almost 60.
Well, shoot, I call myself a young lady.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right now.
All right.
Love you. And y'all have a
Thank
beautiful
you, Miss Cheryl.
evening.
Love you more.
You have a good night.
Have a great night, love. Thank you for
Okay,
being
take
here.
me off because I don't know how to do this.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Miss Cheryl. That brightened up my day. I like that.
Yeah, the only thing I was gonna say is that that word.
I know.
Okay. That was all.
All right. Hi, Em. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hi, I actually just came on to say because I saw the comments about it too. You look like you're in your 30s. You look amazing.
Thanks.
Like you said almost 60, and I was like, what?
I'm almost 60.
That's crazy.
I know, right? Thanks. Drink your waters, people. Drink your waters. All right. Well, Em, thank you so much for being here, love. I appreciate you. You have a great night.
You too.
Thanks. All right. Awesome. Okay. I can't see this person's name, but you had a really bad echo. I don't know if you still have it.
Who, me?
Yeah. Is it gone? I think it's gone. So, yeah, you're good now.
First of all, before I speak, I just ask for respect.
Okay.
You know, whether we agree to disagree or disagree to agree, I just want to be respected, you know, and I would give the same.
Okie dokie. So, who'd you vote for?
Donald J. Trump.
Okay. All right. I kind of figured that since you were asking for respect out of the gate. All right. So, okay. Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Because me being an African American, I just feel like it was time for a change. And I feel like Trump, you know, everything revolving around things that I've seen growing up in life and things that was problems in America, I feel like that he addressed, and I feel like that he's serious about. I feel like he honestly care about America.
Okay. All right.
Also, just really quick, I'm
Sure.
tired of the Democrats like leeching off of Black communities and Latino communities. Like I'm tired of the false hope. I'm sick and tired of the vote for me and I promise you this, I'll promise you that. And then once you get in office, nothing happens. So, I mean, it's pretty simple.
Well, I have a few questions that I like to ask.
Sure.
But Ren, do you want to go first?
I'm pretty sure one of my questions is one of your questions, so you go ahead.
Okay. The first question is, what change? What change is it that you were looking to see that you're hoping for? That what is it? What's the change?
Well, it started off. Okay, let me rewind back. Like I used to be, because you know where I'm raised around, I used to be one of them type of people that I was just told what to believe, basically. As far as you know, if you believe this, then you was the outcast being around the group of the community of people around you, and you know what I'm talking about, the judgmental people. So I was told that these people was the people that didn't like us. These was the people that didn't want us around. These was the people that wanted us to be the standard of our communities and things. So I wind up going to a Trump rally, and I was one of the handful of people who looked like me. And I was treated probably the best I've ever been treated in my life, honestly. So that was one of the things that really changed things and made me look at things different. I had to sit and analyze things from my perspective and not being afraid of what will my family think or what will my friends think or what will the people who look like me that might be calling me coon and tap dancer and all these other weird things, all because I have a right to choose my decision in life. I have rights just like everyone else. Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, at the end of the day, we fought for our rights, correct? So we should be able to vote for who we feel like will lead us in the right direction in life. That's how I feel.
Now, I don't mean this in regards to your parents. I mean this like in regards to your peers. All right. So like, were you abused as a child, scared to smile? They called you ugly. Like you were ostracized. Shout out to Nas. Like, were you ostracized? And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. I'm literally asking you. Like, were you ostracized by the Black community because you were just a little bit different, and so that made you lean, more toward the right because you felt more welcome there? I'm trying to
No,
understand.
I fit in perfect with my community. I'm Black. I'm not an outcast. I just feel like right is right and wrong is wrong, and I'm gonna call you out on it. If you if you the person who terrorized in the community, I'm the one who gonna call you out on it. I'm not scared to sit down here and make excuses for you because you look like me. It's simple.
I feel like this is a segue into you know what, Ren.
Well,
B on B.
let's not talk in riddles. Let's have a conversation.
Wait a
Now
minute.
you're talking in riddles.
No, I'm not speaking in riddles.
Go ahead, Ren. What did you want to say?
No, you said a segue to what now?
To B on B. Think about it.
Here we go. See, I asked for respect when I got on this panel.
I'm respecting you. I'm talking to my
So now we
co-host.
talking in riddles, and then y'all gonna get to the point where y'all start muting me and this, that, and the other. Like I
I
stated
don't think
before,
anyone's gonna do that.
like I stated before, we could agree to disagree or disagree to agree. But at the end of the day, I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, so is Ren.
Yeah, I'm from Roseland, the Wild Hundreds. So I've seen it all. I've done it all.
Done it
But I
all.
decided to grow up and look from
Done it
a
all.
bigger picture. Yeah.
Mhm.
I decided to grow up and think of like a bigger picture and try to think as an adult instead of making excuses for nonsense. So, it got to a point where you got to stand up for what you want in life instead of just sitting down there being content and wanting to save.
Okay, so sir, here's the thing though. All right, I do have to use the microphone. Thank you so much. New York City. All right, here's the thing. All right. We want to hear what you have to say. All right, we do. All right. We want to have a conversation with you. All right, but you can't continue to monologue. All right. Rand does have a question that she wants to ask you. I'm asking you to please allow her space to ask that question. Okay? Ren, the floor is yours.
You keep talking in these riddles, saying all these things about calling people out and stuff. Can you please just say what you mean and mean what you say?
I mean, if you can't comprehend what I'm saying, just say that.
But you just got upset with me because I said B on B
I'm
to
not upset.
Ren. Yeah, you kind of did. That was a perception. Perception is reality, right, sir? So
No,
my
I just
perception,
didn't.
how I perceived your reaction was that you were upset that I said to Ren B on B, and you said that, oh, so now we're speaking in riddles, don't talk in riddles. And you were quite upset about it that you continued to speak for another 2 minutes uninterrupted. All right. So with that being said, please listen to Ren. All right. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. We appreciate it. The chat will appreciate it also.
Well, first of all, I'm a grown adult.
Everybody here is grown, sir.
Well, everyone don't act like it.
I believe everyone here is acting like an adult, sir.
So like I said, I didn't tell you what you could say on your panel. I say you guys were talking in riddles, and if I didn't understand what you guys were saying, I said we should not do that because I asked for respect when I got on the panel to begin with.
Hey, so how is that any different than what I just asked you?
Everything that you asked me, did I answer it?
No, you still have not answered the question.
No, you just can't comprehend what I'm saying. Everything I spoke for 2 minutes, just like she said, I spoke for 2 minutes, correct? Like I stated before.
Hey, DeAndre, can you please just stop talking for a second, please?
So you asked me a question, then tell me to stop talking.
No, can you please?
See, that's the thing.
So
Listen,
hold on one moment.
No, listen.
Sir, as the host, I'm asking you to hold on one moment,
for
please.
entertainment.
Sir,
God bless.
I'm asking you to hold on.
You guys have a nice day or night or whatever.
Hey, Ren, is this an airport?
No.
Have a nice day.
I don't understand. All I asked him was to stop for a second. Jeez Louise.
No, we gonna
He
respect
said
each other.
respect.
We're not gonna sit down
I'm
here and play
giving
these little
disrespect.
So
games that
okay,
y'all playing.
we're not gonna do this. Let's do this. All right. Your name is DeAndre, right?
Can you read?
Actually, I can't see. I don't have my glasses on,
Okay,
so I
well,
can't see.
ask your buddy Rand.
Well, you could just say yes. That's my name.
Listen, if me and you was right
I am
next to
literally
each other, you wouldn't
no,
ever say a
stop.
word
You
to me,
stop
little
it right
boy.
now. Here's the deal. You stop it right now. I am literally here speaking in a calm voice to you, trying
Wait,
to
two
level set,
grown
to
men is
reset. I
talking.
am literally
Hold
trying to
on.
reset with
Like
you.
I said,
All
if
right.
me
I'm
and you
trying
was
to
right
do
next
that
to
so
each
we
other,
can
you
talk
wouldn't
about
ever
a
say nothing
policy
to
of
me,
Donald
little
Trump's
boy.
that you want to talk about, but you rather be a little bitch boy and disrespect
Aw.
Rand. That's what you rather do. All right. So here's the fucking deal. You don't have to be here. Once your silly ass figures out how to
I
disconnect,
knew
by
it was
all
gonna
means do
come out
so. Until
sooner
then,
or
shut the
later.
fuck up.
I knew it was gonna come
Shut
out
up.
sooner or later. Angry black woman.
You sure did. Okay,
You an
sure.
angry black woman. That's what
All
you
right,
are.
sure. No, you're just a
You
pathetic
mad
black
because that
man.
Harris
You're a
lady
pathetic
lost.
black man.
Listen,
All right, who's
there
mad
won't be
that I
none of
likely
that
make
good
more
stuff
money
that
than
you
you do?
wanted.
Who's
There won't be no
mad that I
trans
can
in
get your
the
bitch?
women's
Who's
bathroom.
mad that I'm doing
There
better
won't
in
be
life
no
than you?
man wrestling
That's
with
it,
women.
Ren. Do the
There
thing.
won't
Mute
be
him
none
because
of
I can't.
that.
Because this
You
is so
know,
stupid. This
You
is
know what's
ridiculous.
so
You're not
funny?
gonna keep disrespecting Ren. I'm
Trump,
tired of it. I'm
You thought
sick
it
and
was
tired
gonna
of it.
Trump won. Get
He
over
keeps
it.
unmuting himself like an asshole.
He is an asshole.
Trump.
Tap the screen, guys. Yes, Ren.
I see. You thought he was gonna go to the black on black crime. I thought he was gonna go to transmisia, and he just went down that road.
He just went down like not
All of them.
transmisia. I feel like he went down misogyny.
Oh no, he just made a comment
What's-
about women and men sports. And
That's what y'all
I didn't
voted
hear
for,
him.
right?
yeah.
I didn't even hear him. I love this microphone. It
What
like
y'all
cancels out
voted
the
for?
ignorance.
I
That's
know.
what it does. It cancels out the
That's what
ignorance.
y'all
You know
wanted.
what I find so interesting?
What's
I
that?
was actually being quite kind. I just asked him to be quiet for just a moment.
He doesn't like
Don't
women,
tell me
specifically black women. So there's that part. All
Yeah.
right.
to
So
be quiet.
again,
Don't tell him to be
sir,
quiet. It's your fucking show.
You
here's
like
the deal. All right. Once you figure out how to disconnect. Until then, shush it. Just shush it. Don't say a word. You don't get to talk here, but you can't figure out how to leave. And we're going to make fun of you while you try to figure it out. All right. That's what we're going to do. So,
Host, we-
anywho, yes, sir, up top.
I think we should focus on making him understand, aside from policy and politics, make him understand.
like men.
Make him understand that he's too stupid to understand simple manners and etiquette. First of all, like you
he's
said,
fully aware. He's okay with being, curlish. He's okay with having no decorum, being
Like,
tactless.
I don't
He
understand it. Like
understands
this.
with all. He's okay with all of that.
Watch
That's
this
it.
take a
He's it. That's just who he is. Just who he is. All right. So yeah.
how sad.
The only
for him
sad
to get irritated with you because you said, please
Like
pause
me.
for a moment. Like, well, you can't pause
You
for a
like
fucking moment when asked politely and it's not even your
you like
platform and you're going to throw a fit about it. He's a fucking man-child moron. Only a man-child moron behaves that way.
Well, all right
men,
then.
bro.
All right. What? I gotta lean in. Hey, Stop Lift. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
I think it's stop littering.
I can't see y'all.
No,
I really
no, I'm
can't
just looking
see.
at the picture. I can't see the whole thing.
Stop littering. Hey, we respect that around these parts.
Yep.
We
Thank
respect
you.
that. So
That's my
stop
check
littering.
out my website if you want to help this cause and all
Okay,
that.
we'll do.
Cool.
I'll just go to shoot you a follow. All right. You did vote for Kamala, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, bet. I'll shoot you a follow.
No, he did. He like
My thing isn't
He's still
working.
here.
Hey, shoot me a follow. Stop littering, and I'll follow you back. For some reason, I can't control the panel right now. TikTok is being weird.
Boom, done.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Drop some hearts in the chat for Stop Littering. All right. Hey, Mr. Benny, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Glad to hear it. What
Let me
brings you
come
here
up.
tonight?
My God, I come through all the time and listen.
Yes, you
drop
do.
out, come back. I've never seen a night like tonight for you. I am so sorry. What is wrong?
It's okay.
I mean, usually, like, I listen to a lot of lives. I mean, because it's the thing I do at work,
Uh-huh.
And usually yours is very peaceful, educational. It's really, kind of you get a dialogue going with the guests, even though you don't agree with them, but you can. Yeah, what is it called, decorum? If
Yeah,
there's a
we have
nice
some decorum here,
with your
some tact.
right. I don't know. Like,
I don't know
if
what's
they
happening either.
release like another Agent Orange or something in the air, because people are crazy.
It's
I don't
wild
get it.
tonight, huh?
And this
It's
brother
wild.
that's below me trying to be disrespectful to you. When did it start to be okay for men to be disrespectful to our sisters?
That
I mean, I this is blowing my mind because that's not how I was raised.
Can I speak?
No, you can't speak because I am.
No, I'm
First of all,
not.
you
I'm
won't
not talking to
disrespect
you,
me,
Benny.
sir. Okay.
New York City.
You can come
Seriously,
up here and make your point to Erica, but you can be respectful
Can I speak?
like everyone else
Wait for
is.
Benny
No,
to
you can't.
finish. Thank
Okay.
you.
Because this is not how we're raised, brother. Okay. And I don't care who you voted for. One thing you don't do is step on a sister. Plus, she just told us she's almost 60. Does that woman look like she's anywhere near 60? I mean, if I could do applause, I would do applause for you because you don't look anywhere close.
Okay, all right. For the 400 and how many people in here? For 405 people in here. All right, I'll just tell y'all because it's not a lot of us in here, just 400 of us. I'm 38. Okay, I'm 38. Don't tell anyone.
Thank you. Finally,
okay,
because I be sitting here like, Jesus Christ, why do y'all believe her?
No, because black women age well,
Black
so it's
don't
probably
crack.
true. Okay,
Unless you
could be
smoke
true.
it.
Yeah, I mean, look, my favorite actress, Angela Bassett. I
Mhm.
wouldn't believe she's 68. Okay, because she's
Can we
still
get to the
young. I mean,
point?
it happens.
Hey,
We
wait for
are getting
Mr.
to the
Benny to
point.
finish. Calm down. She has
We
to
are
think I'm
getting to the point.
talking
I very
about.
rarely come up here and get to talk to Erica. So I'm just here to say, let's put the brothers on notice. They do not get to talk to you the way this brother's talking to you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be doing whatever dislike or whatever I can be doing here on this TikTok thing to stop. This is insane. Okay, first
Thank
off,
you.
you can come up here and you can say why you voted for that person you voted for and that and all of that, and you can have a disagreement. But what you cannot do, okay, and it's from brother to brother, is disrespect my sister. And do you understand that?
I'm not
Now,
your
with that, I'll
brother
land my
for.
plane. I am at work. You can drop me off your panel, please.
Thank you.
But
Can I?
I'm not going to stand for this anymore.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Benny. I
Please don't let
appreciate
him
you.
talk because he is so disrespectful.
He very
I
much
would just
so.
keep
Please.
blocking him. Don't give him nothing. Just let him sit there and marinate in his bullshit.
Please.
Come on,
Hey,
don't.
y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Mr. Benny. I appreciate you so much. Mr.
Erica,
Benny
don't let
always
him
comes
talk.
through.
You
He
said
Miss
need to
Ida.
shut up. He need to shut up. Shut
Well,
your mouth.
Miss Ida
With
said shut
your
your mouth. So
disrespectful, disgusting self.
I
Shut
listen
up.
to my elders.
Block him up. Don't let him talk. Just let him beg. Because he need to
Mhm.
be on his knees, you disgusting piece of boo-boo.
Please.
Miss Ida.
He play
Tell
too
him.
much. I mean, he is so disrespectful and he black and that just turns my
No, listen.
stomach.
Yes.
Don't let him talk.
No, sit.
He won't. Ren got him. Don't worry about it, Miss Ida.
Time out
Ren
to
got
your,
him.
you.
Can I do it?
Whew. I know, right? Miss
Oh,
Ida, you know I
girl,
love you.
I wouldn't even let him talk.
Yeah.
Let him stand there in bed with his you. She told me
Yes,
not to
ma'am.
cuss on her platform. You little tap dancing
Ooh, Miss Ida.
boogaloo.
Ooh.
You gorilla. You tap dancing.
Miss Ida. Miss Ida.
Toby.
Hey, yo,
Toby.
when I tell you she towing the line on words,
She
very,
is.
very
I can tell. She want to say some stuff.
What
I
she
know Miss
wanna
Ida.
Ooh,
I know Miss
10,
Ida.
9, 7, 6, 5, 4. And I think he's trying to get followers. I think he's trying to build
Ain't nobody
a following
following
or
him.
something. He
Ain't
trying.
nobody
I know
following him.
he's disgusting.
Ain't
He's
nobody following him.
disgusting. I
Well,
wish. Okay, you can.
you know I love you. You
Help
know I
me.
love you.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make a confession to you.
What's that?
I'm 62 years old.
I don't look a day over 40.
No, I'm 62. I talked to you on the telephone.
I knew it.
That was you.
I
Miss
just have to
Ida.
make a confession.
Miss Ida, why would you do that to me? I said you can't be a real person. You can't be a real person.
I sound like black people. You hung up the phone.
I said, I'm not doing this.
I'm like black people. You hung up the phone.
I'm not doing this with you. Like,
Hey,
what you want me to convince you?
Okay, okay,
say
you can drop me, but I would just let him sit there and marinate in his
Yes, ma'am.
bull. You piece of donkey duke.
Oh my gosh. Miss
Okay, you
Ida,
can
Ren wanted to
let me
say
down.
something
Let me
to you.
relax.
Oh no, Miss Ida, I was gonna say when you said that I don't like black people, I was like, well, at least she was honest.
Exactly. Like, what do you want me to say to that?
That one right there, especially.
I understood.
He turned my stomach though. He actually turns my stomach. It's sad.
understandable
He
so.
could get up here with beautiful black women and just talk like, no, don't nobody want to hear you. Shut up. Shut up. No. You
Tell him,
disgusting
Miss
piece
Ida.
of dong.
Ooh.
You piece of donkey duke.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Miss
don't
Ida,
know.
tell him.
I wish
Tell
a
him.
handful of it, I'd just stick it in his mouth.
Ooh.
In
Tap,
his
tap, tap the
ass.
screen, guys. Miss Ida,
Mash.
I adore you. Thank you so much for
Okay,
being here.
thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
dropped all the hearts in the chat for Mr. Benny and Miss Ida.
Don't give
All
him
right?
a word.
We
He
respect
don't
our
deserve
elders around here.
He don't deserve a word.
He
Trust
don't.
me.
But I got something
give
for him.
him-
It's okay, Miss
Make him
Ida. I got him.
suffer.
I got him. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
All right. I appreciate you.
Ooh.
Hey,
Drop all those hearts in the chat for Miss Ida. What's up,
hey,
Ren?
I was gonna tell him, you want to talk? You need to put an apology in the chat. Write an
Yep.
apology.
If you want to talk, yep, write an apology out in the chat. Apologize.
They want. I'm black.
Apologize.
Blocked.
Ain't nobody. You're not blocked in the chat.
Sign.
Well, one of the mods, unblock him then.
Yeah, if he want to talk, he gonna apologize because I was very respectful when I asked him to stop talking.
For
And
what?
we all know that I can be extremely disrespectful, and I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it.
So can I?
Okay, I have a lot going on. So while they get you unmuted in the chat so you can apologize, let me see if I can do it.
He's just maladaptive.
He is very much so maladaptive. Don't be taking my word, Ren.
I know.
He's very much
Why
so
can't I-
maladaptive. I created that word, y'all. I don't see him in the list. Hey, who muted Axel? Don't mute Axel.
Can I speak?
Can you? Can you speak?
I don't even know his name because he wouldn't tell me his name, and y'all know I can't see without my glasses. What's his name, Ren?
DeAndre Nichols.
Okay. That man come up here with his whole government name up here acting like this. Yeah, you know he ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't got a 401k, a pension. He ain't got a credit card in his name. He ain't got a studio apartment.
He live in his mama basement. He ain't even got.
He
no
don't live in the
apartment.
basement. He live in his mama's spare bedroom.
I'm a real.
She wanted to turn it into her office, but he was like, "Mom, I need somewhere to stay." So there you go. So anywho, all right, Ren. I'm finished playing with him.
Okay.
I'm finished playing with him. Okay. All right. Come off mute, DeAndre, and I want to ask you a question. All right. The question that I have for you is like, how did you even become this way? Like, what happened? Because you were very disrespectful to Ren and I, and we just want to know why. Why don't you like black women? Why did you feel it appropriate to disrespect us?
I don't listen. I just want to have a real.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. All right, tap the screen, guys. We got a phone call. Hello, caller. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello. Hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did not. What is this? I'm sorry. I saw your live and I was like,
It says, what is
curious.
MAGA ops call? And then it has a phone number.
Oh, it's just for the MAGA.
Mm-hmm. It's just for them to call in and talk.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you so
Okay.
much for
I'll go-
watching.
You're welcome.
You
Bye.
should follow me on YouTube and Twitch also, just in case TikTok goes bye-bye.
I got you.
All
I
right.
got you.
Appreciate you. Have a
Bye.
great night, love.
You too. Bye.
And another one. I'm going to have to get like a call forwarding system. Hi, caller. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hi. No, I just wanted to come on here and say that the last guy that was on there, I think his name was DeAndre Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you really treated him rude and you're a bitch.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All
You're a
right.
bitch.
Have a great night. You think that was his sister or his girlfriend? Which one, Ren?
It was his cousin.
It's cuzzling. That is cuzzling. All right, let me get these off real quick. Okay, let's see here. All right, y'all are taking pity on me tonight. Oh my gosh.
Same person.
I think it is. All right, they can be on hold. Okay, guys. Shout out to Phil for the 3. Phil said if he wanted to give respect, he wouldn't be condescending and clarify. But he is disrespectful because he is a misogynist. He felt one with his MAGA friends and did. Oh, they hung up. They couldn't hold. Okay, impatient. All right, and did. Jordan, thank you. Even though you don't like Beyonce, you like me. I'll take it. Thank you, Jordan, for the $40. Jordan said, like, major W's for Jordan and for Phil so far. Don't let these raccoons, because whatever, bother you and steal your beautiful black joy. We love you. Split with Ren. Got it. Ren, we got some money.
Yep. And then you got $15 from Pika.
Oh, thank you so much, Pika. All right, awesome. Also, shout out to Rachel. Rachel sent over 5. Rachel said, sorry you had to crash out, but it was necessary. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. And do and did. Sometimes you just got to do it. All right. So there's that. There's that, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to do the math in just a moment. But thank you all so much for the love, the support, the kindness, and the engagement. I appreciate y'all so very much. We're going to continue on with these conversations. Continue to tap, share the live, take care of Ren. Let's knock out these Garland things that I have going on. I think I'm going to take my laptop and move it right here, though, so I can face. Y'all like my stickers that I have on my laptop? Yeah, cool. All right. So let's see. Who do we have on the line? Probably the same person. Okay. You're calling back. What do you want?
Oh, I just want to, talk about MAGA and the impact that they are having on the country. I know, the Democrats who, lost the election.
Sir, one moment. I have a quick question. You voted for Donald Trump, correct?
No, I did not.
You did not vote? Who did you vote for then?
I voted for Kamala.
You voted for Kamala? Okay. All right.
Yes.
We're looking for people who voted for Donald Trump at the current
Well,
time.
but can I make a point? About MAGA?
30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, so they actually are running the country. They have everything. They have the Supreme Court, the executive, the legislature. I mean, they have everything. And the Democrats, we are powerless right now, and just watching them do anything. And there's nothing we can do. We're not making any impact. All we're doing is telling MAGA, hey, look what, Trump is doing, and telling the country, look what Trump is doing. We don't have any solutions. We just sitting there, yapping, and he's just ruining the country. We need to have a fighting strategy instead of whining and complaining about what Donald Trump is doing. Because all we do is talk about Trump, and we don't have any solutions. They're just running us over, and they're going to ruin this country.
Are you in public office?
I am not in public office.
You don't? Okay. All right. Do you participate in your local city council meetings? Do you participate in door-to-door campaigning? Like, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes,
well, we're powerless right now because
you're not
we don't
powerless.
have the power.
No, you're not
Yes,
powerless.
we are.
No, you're not, because having conversations like the ones that Ren and I have, all right, is not for the people who join these panels. I need that to be understood. All right, because the people who join these panels, they do so because they're already set and they know what they know. All right. They think the way that they think. Our goal is not to change their mind. All right. But it could be someone listening in the chat. We have over 390 people here listening right now. They could be in the chat listening, and it's something that Ren or I could say that could resonate with them, that could change their minds. So that's why we do this. All right.
Okay.
Change their minds
about
in
what?
a way
About what?
about how they think and what they voted for.
but the damage is going to be done. The damage is going to be done. Hello?
Hold on one moment. There we go. And switch. There we go. All right, we're back. I'm gonna have to get a call forwarding thing, Ren. I'll have to look into that after the live. Okay. No, you're right. I agree with you. The damage actually has been done, and that we may actually incur more damage. However, all right, this is the United States of America. All right, this is a democracy. Try as he might, Donald Trump is not destroying our democracy. All right, in 2026, all right, in November of 2026, we will get to vote in the midterms. We still have special elections that are happening, especially in places like Texas, and also I believe in Virginia too. All right, so we still have opportunity here to change the tide of this country. All right, and so what we can do is that we can get involved locally, also on a state level and a federal level. We can participate in protests. We can participate in the rallies. We can make phone calls. We can reach out to our local congressmen. We can reach out to our senators. We can still do things. We are not powerless. And I really don't, I don't like it for you that you think that we are.
And we can
Okay,
reach
so
out
let
to
me make this
Republican
point and get off.
lawmakers.
Hold on one moment. Can you hear Ren?
Okay.
We can reach out to Republican lawmakers.
Yep.
All of the Republicans are not as gung-ho for this as you think. There's already fractures in it. If they start to believe that
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear Ren?
No, I can't hear Rand.
You can't
No.
hear Ren? I don't know why that keeps
No.
happening. I'm sorry. I had it set
No, I
up
just-
perfectly the other day, but now it's not set up perfectly and it makes me sad.
Okay, so I'm talking a little bit closer to my phone.
Well,
Hope you can hear me.
keep working on it. Hopefully it goes through. But
Yeah, fingers
I
crossed,
just
right? No, what Ren said is that you
Yeah.
don't have to only reach out to the Democratic leaders. You also can reach out to the Republican leaders because there are Republicans in the Senate. And I really don't want to say his name, but I have to say it. Like Mitch McConnell, who's voting against Donald Trump. So Republicans like that. All right. Also, the Republicans in the House who have spoken out against Donald Trump, like that Republican congressman from Nebraska, all right, who told the truth about Medicaid being cut. All right. We have a voice and
you
we
did
have
not
to
say
use it.
Mitch McConnell.
I know.
You
I
did
said,
not say
did
Mitch
you hear me say I
McConnell.
hate
That
to say
man is
did you hear me say I
almost
hate to
dead.
say it? I hated to say it.
Mitch McConnell.
I hated to say it.
Dude
We know
is
he got
just
one foot in the
not
grave.
even.
and
I
one foot
mean,
Sir,
in
this
the
he
guy
has
is,
half his body in the grave. We are aware. We
Yeah.
know. We know. We're
He
not
got one
disagreeing here.
If
We
that's
know.
who we're gonna rely on, we're in trouble. But
I'm just
I mean,
saying,
it's like
I said
nobody.
Republicans like him. I didn't necessarily say him, but like him. We can reach out to the Republicans also to have our voices heard because not all of us live in districts where Democrats were elected. Some of us live in red districts, all right? And we have Republicans representing us in the House of Representatives, all right? So I'm just saying, we're not
Why is it?
powerless.
Why? Yeah. Why is it that it happens all the time? Republicans come in and they destroy the economy, they destroy everything, and then America runs back to the Democrats to fix the problem. And that's what's going to happen after, Trump. They're going to, come running to the Democrats to fix the problem. And then when everything gets fixed, they're going to run back to, crazy guy like, Trump to tear it down again.
But I don't know if it's gonna
just,
happen this time.
getting
like that.
destroyed right now. The damage is being done, and nobody seems to want to, stand in his way because we don't have any power right now. They have everything. So all we're doing is just talking and whining and complaining, but they have the actual power. I mean, they're deporting citizens, they're deporting people that are here legally. I mean, they're just tearing everything that we fought for down. And it's not even 100 days yet.
I don't.
It's not even 100 days yet.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you that Donald Trump is trying to destroy what this country has built, what his people have built, but I do not think that he is going to be successful. All right. Although the Supreme Court does lean, oh, the other person hung up, they'll be all right. Although the Supreme Court does lean to the what is it? The right. I'm sorry. The other call is coming in. It's just, keep fighting. All right. I'll just say keep fighting. All right. You sound old enough to have. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
50. I just turned 50.
Oh, just turned 50. Okay. I'm not gonna. I would have pegged you a little bit older, but it's okay. All right. So, happy belated birthday. But yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
I would just say keep fighting. See how you can get involved locally, then of course on a state level, and then of course on a federal level, and make sure you participate in your duty, the voting process. That's all I can say. But thank you so much for
Okay.
calling
Well,
in. I hope you have a great night.
yeah. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh,
All right.
of course. Bye bye.
Bye.
Mouse don't fail me now. Hello, caller. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm 48.
48. Okay. And what part of the country do you live in? You don't have to say the state, just say the region. That's fine.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just curious because you're calling in to the show.
Well, I'm calling in because you guys treated that young man unfairly.
What young man unfairly?
The young man that disagreed with you guys.
That's the young man.
There's been a few of them.
That's the
The
young
last
man.
gentleman that was up here, you guys.
You think it's
treated
him? You think it's Daquan?
DeAndre.
Who's Daquan?
It was Daquan. This isn't Daquan on. Is this Daquan on the phone?
It might be.
Are you trying to be funny?
I'm not being funny. Wasn't his Ren? Was his name Daquan or what was it?
I think it was DeAndre.
Red, you skeletor looking bitch.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Look at you. You are pathetic. Guys, tap the screen. Do all the good things, guys. Keep doing all the good things. All right. Don't let Daquan put a hamper on the night. Don't let him damper our evening. All right. That is so funny.
You know what I find so interesting?
What's
Why
that?
the hell do I keep catching strays? Like every time.
I don't know. You started talking. I don't know.
I don't
man.
know.
I don't know.
It's more of a me just being like, I'm so confused.
Okay.
Hi, Andrew. Andrew?
Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, Charles.
No, I'm talking to Erica. I can't see you.
Please, no. Colors only. Thank you, Mr. Benny. Okay. Charles. Andrew, are you with us?
I'm here.
We know, Charles. Just one moment. Andrew was up first. All right. Andrew, going once, going twice, and I'm going to go ahead and drop you, which I'm having a real hard time doing tonight for some reason. Okay, there we go. All right, Charles. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, Michigan, Detroit.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. So tell us, what was the main reason that you voted for Trump?
Because he was actually the more articulate person out of the two people. Seriously, the Democratic Party stabbed Joe Biden in the back at the end there. They got together and they asked him, they said, listen, do you really want to do this? And he bowed out. And
Charles,
it's the
can I
truth.
ask you a question real
It's
quick?
the truth.
Let me ask you a question. Are you a Democrat?
No.
Then why are you concerned with how somebody's supposedly getting stabbed in the back? Why is that a talking point of the right and nobody on the left is having that conversation?
And I do want to talk about articulation in just a moment.
I figured
Oh,
you
this
were
is going to be so much fun.
Because it was unfair to Joe Biden. Joe Biden actually had a better chance of beating Trump.
Do you
And
like
the
Joe
only
Biden?
reason Trump
Are you like a Joe Biden fanboy? You like Joe Biden? You were going to vote for Joe?
The only people you guys have to blame for Trump being elected is
Hey, nobody
mute
wants
him.
to discuss Biden. Okay, my bad. We don't want to discuss Biden. Thank you.
okay. Well, the real issue is everybody wants most of the men on here want Erica to stand up and pull them big old nice big old titties out.
First of all, my tits aren't even big, so stop being a fucking weirdo.
They're
Okay,
pretty big, man. They look
like
pretty
just
good.
you're absolutely
complimenting you, honey.
disgusting. You're disgusting.
Come
You're
on, drop me.
absolutely disgusting.
You don't want to drop
All
me?
right. Now, are you able to actually have a conversation? Because what you want me to do, you want me to drop you, is what you want me to do. All right.
The only
But
reason
I've dealt with grosser men, so you're
the only
nothing.
reason Trump got elected is because of the Democrats and what they did the last 4 years, in all honesty.
No, I want to go back to something that you said earlier. You said that Kamala Harris was the less articulate of the two candidates. Is that correct?
Yeah, she couldn't.
Okay, so the woman with a Juris Doctorate who actually had to stand before judges and juries and present cases, who was a senator who had to present legislation on the Senate floor, so on the of the Capitol building. All right, the district attorney for San Francisco, so Alameda County, also the state attorney general for our most populous state, which is California, is less articulate than Donald Jethro
No,
Trump.
no, than Biden, because she was asked straightforward, "What would you do different than Joe Biden if you were elected?" And she said, "Personally, I wouldn't do anything." She could not do it, and
Did
that's
she
what
not also say in
killed
her
her.
Fox News interview with the Bear guy that what's his name, Ren? Bear, what is it?
Bear.
Brett Baer. Thank you.
That goofy
With
looking
Brett
bastard.
Baer, that she would bring in a new generation of leadership for the United States of America. She literally said that. All right. Hold on. One moment, Charles. One moment. Hey, chat, here's the thing. All right. All right. I love y'all. I do. I really do love y'all, especially my loves. Here's the thing. All right. People will come up here and they will literally try to say stuff to get dropped. All right. They're looking for a kick. They're looking for a rise. I'm not giving it to them. All right.
Come on, that was funny.
It's just not going to happen. I'm not giving it to them. All right. So with that being said, I understand that you may not like it and I get it, but I got this, guys. I got it. I promise. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
but that
appreciate
boob
y'all.
thing was
All
funny.
right. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. Drop some hearts in the chat
It
for
was
yourselves.
funny.
All right, Charles. Anywho. All right. And you're full of nonsense. All right. When you said that you're saying that she was at least less articulate than Joe Biden, your argument for it doesn't even make any sense. Saying that she said that she wouldn't do anything differently than Joe Biden, that was still her boss at the time. Why would she want to say anything that would look like there's contention between the two?
Because who would want the same thing as the last 4 years? Was horrid.
But
It was
here's the thing.
horrible.
I still have to update the numbers. But here's the thing again, I say unto you, all right? If you were asked a question such as, what are you going to do different than your boss? All right. Would you sit there and try to say all these bad things that your boss is and then say what you're going to do differently? Would you
Yeah,
do
if I
that?
was trying to get elected, I sure would.
Mhm.
That's politics.
Sure you would.
That's
Okay.
that's why she
Sure
didn't
you
get
would.
elected.
Okay.
That's why she lost.
But how does that make her inarticulate though?
Because she wasn't able to pull it off. She wasn't.
How does that make her inarticulate though?
wasn't-
I don't think you
She
know
wasn't
words.
able to pull it off. She
Yeah, I just
lost
don't think you know
because of
words.
her own actions.
Yeah, no, I just don't think you know words. And you also weren't paying attention because, again, I say that she also said that she would bring in a new generation of leadership. What does that mean to you? Does that mean that she'd be doing the same exact thing as Joe Biden? Or does that mean that she'd be different, that she have her own ideas, her own policies,
Well, in
be
the
of her
same
own mind?
well, in the same breath, she says, "I would not do anything else different." She said it. It's common
So
knowledge. You can find the video.
one you take as Bible, the other you take with a grain of salt. Why is that?
I just know who won and who lost, and I know the reason why.
But it still doesn't answer the question of how she's inarticulate. I don't understand. How is she inarticulate?
In regards to that, let's scrap my
Hey, shout out to
my
Benet for the
illiteracy.
$10. Benet, thank you so much for the $10. Drop some hearts in the chat for Benet, y'all. Thank you. You're not. I got to do math, by the way.
Anyway, so what do you account for Kamala not beating Trump?
Can you say Kamala? Because you're being inarticulate right now.
Kamala, what's
It's
the difference?
Kamala. It's Kamala.
Okay, I've heard Afro
How
Americans
have
on
you
here
heard
saying
her say her
Kamala
name?
and Kamala. I've
How
heard
have
them
you
both
heard
say
her
it.
say her name? How has
I want them
Kamala
both.
Harris said her own name?
I don't know. I
She
don't.
told us. She said it's Kamala.
Okay.
Kamala. So say Kamala.
Kamala. Excuse me.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Also, shout out to Phil for the $2. Phil said everyone has another. That's why she lost reason. They can't even figure out the reason. Exactly. You can't even stick to the script.
You don't have any reasoning to attribute how she lost the election. Because can you actually admit that she lost?
What? Yeah, she lost the election. She didn't win.
Okay.
So she lost. Like, what are you
Okay, I
saying? This
thought you
isn't
were
Donald
standing
Trump.
behind it was fake and this.
This
that.
isn't Donald Trump.
Okay.
Anywho, I really like to talk about this though. All right. Because here's the deal. All right. So many of you come onto these panels and you say that, Kamala isn't articulate. We go down her credentials. We show you, we can even show you video proof that she is articulate. What I like to do is to show you just how inarticulate Donald Trump is. All right. I want to read this. All right. Donald Trump said this a few days ago, and I'm going to read it verbatim. All right. So the first part is, it says this. It says, what do you think they, protesters, want? Harris Faulkner of Fox News asked the president, what do you think they need right now from you? Trump said this. And again, I say to you, this is verbatim. So hold on to your horses, Charles. Buckle up, Buttercup. Trump said, protesters for different reasons. You're protesting also because, they just didn't know. I watched very closely. Why are you here? They really weren't able to say, but they were there for a reason, perhaps. But a lot of them really were there because they're following the crowd. A lot of them were there because what we witnessed was a terrible thing. What we saw was a terrible thing. And we've seen it over the years. We haven't, this was one horrible example, but you've seen other terrible examples. You know that better than anybody who would know it. And I know it. I've seen it too. I've seen it before I was president. I've seen it. I think it's a shame. I think it's a disgrace, and it's got to stop. Can anyone interpret what the fudge Donald Trump was just talking about? Did he answer the question of what do you think they need right now from you? Did he answer the question of what the protesters actually need, or did he just say he's seen it? I'm so confused.
What are they protesting?
Oh, no. What did Donald Trump say? What did he just say?
In his answer,
in his response.
Are you flirting with me, sweetheart?
Absolutely not, sugar tits. Absolutely not.
Sugar tits.
Absolutely
Ooh.
not sugar tits.
Trying
So,
to turn me on.
with that being said, all right, what did Donald Trump just say? How did he answer the question?
I had no idea what you
exactly
just
because he's inarticulate. That's why. He was being asked about the protest that occurred this past Saturday, April 5th. That's what he was being asked about by Fox News. All right. And that is the answer that he gave. All the reporter wanted to know is, hey, Trump, what do you think these protesters want from you? As the president of the United States, what can you do to show them that you're listening? Like, what can you do? And this is how he answered. He's the inarticulate one.
I seen a shitload of people online and they didn't even know what they were protesting. They were asked, what are you protesting? They're like, oh, they didn't even know. They're just out there farting around. And most of them are getting paid by Soros.
Yeah.
Thanks. I hate it. Called an audible. I don't care. The audible's been called. It has been called. I don't care. I called it. It is what it is. All right. It is what it is. I don't know, Rand. I think it's time to pack it up. I'm ready to do some karaoke.
I don't necessarily disagree with that thought process.
Exactly.
They are completely. First of all, I need people. Soros is like 1 billion years old. Can we let that man do whatever he doing over there, wherever he at?
Exactly. Like, seriously, give it a rest. Like, leave that man alone, please. Leave him alone. He just want to go night-night. He don't want to be bothered by all of this. He just want to go night-night. That's it. That's all. Ain't that right, Ren? He just want to go night night.
Like he just want to be left alone. What? I don't know. Hello, Deet.
I think I did that right.
Oh, they're gone. Yay.
You can see who else is in the request. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the love. We haven't gotten this low in like a long time. All right, we're only $37 away from goal, guys. $37 away from our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica on Venmo. I also have a PayPal and a Zelle, which is everythingerica9@gmail.com. Thank you so very much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. And also, please continue to show love to Raptured Ren, the hardest working co-host and the best co-hosts in these TikTok streets. No one can do it better. All right, guys. So let's stay engaged, let's stay active, let's keep doing all the good things, because I think if we hit this goal, just a donation goal, I think I might do some acoustic. Yes, acoustic. And if you correct me, you can leave. It's acoustic karaoke. Ain't that right, Ren?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you gonna leave because you don't like acoustic karaoke? That's
Ooh.
crazy. How you don't like acoustic karaoke? That's like the best part of the night. Crazy. All right. Hi, doggo person. You have a doggy in the background. I can hear them.
I do. What's going on, ladies?
Is that Jay?
No, that's not Jay.
What's your name?
It's Rod, but my
Rod?
page name is Back to Back Blue.
Okay.
I just kind of been on here listening to you.
Oh, did you vote for Trump? I'm sorry.
Oh hell no,
I didn't
not
think
at
so.
all. I just didn't. I mean, I don't understand it at all. I was listening to the gentleman just now talking about um, Miss Harris, literally saying she'll do the same thing that Biden done, and it's funny to me because you listen to these people all the time. You ask them a question: what exactly have Trump done for you? They
Mhm.
can't tell you anything, but at the same time, they have a lot to say about what Biden done, how the economy was terrible. They don't take in consideration that, I mean, we inherited an $8 trillion deficit. They don't take
Exactly.
in consideration that he took over an 8-month recession. At the same time, we have the biggest infrastructure bill ever in United States history, the second biggest railroad bill passed in U.S. history, the CHIPS Act, uh, which Donald Trump already trying to take credit for in this last term. I mean, the records in the stock market. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get. I mean, what do they see? Or
We don't know yet.
I mean,
Well, and
I
we
just
know he appeals to the most darkest, evil parts of people. All right. And hate is a motivator, unfortunately. Sadly, hate is a motivator. And those people definitely have a lot of hate within them.
oh, absolutely. Hey, I literally live about 10 miles from this situation right now with the two kids in Frisco,
Oh, okay.
and I mean, these people around here right now, it was like on 10
I believe
behind
it.
this. But just hearing, I mean, you could definitely tell who voted for who. I mean, it's
Hmm.
the same exact people that, man, I mean, just the how hypocritical these people are. I mean,
Exactly.
we could take out entire list of of us being unalived in almost the same exact situation, or without being bullied.
Yeah. But not even necessarily that, without any arrest actually happening, too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
So,
they jump for joy when these cops is released and able to go back to their families after knowing this.
yeah,
I mean, it's just like it's a terrible time that we're living in right now.
that is very true. That is very true. Well, Rod, it was Rod, right?
Yes.
All right, Rod. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming up. I'm going to see what the last two people are talking about. And then we're gonna go
Absolutely.
from there because I think I'd have to decompress. It's been a lot today.
All right. Well, thanks for having me up.
Of course, love. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. I can't. Is it Gavin? I think I saw Gavin.
It is Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I kind of want to bring what's it called? Educational light to the live. I wanted to speak on the grunge scene.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh,
We don't want an education here, sir. Or ma'am, or dog cat. Non-binary. I don't know how you
Is that Brittany or Care Bear?
Yes.
It's Brittany.
Who is it? Who is it? It is the superstar Erica with the best co-host Ren. Bow, bow, bow. You know how I know? You know how I know? You are amazing. You do this after work every dang day. I came up with a different name and a different picture, and you recognize my voice. The genius. Y'all, the presence of greatness. Can I get a witness? A touch. Ren, help us all. Because look, I mean, you got Ren. I don't want to take Ren's place, but I'm just saying, could you have two co-hosts? I mean, it's popping like popcorn. It's like, oh, okay, just forget about it.
Happening today? I
don't even know. This is like
So nice you just shouldn't go live. So nice you just shouldn't go live.
This is like someone said I'm scared. Should I be scared that you recognize my voice, or like real recognize real?
Thank you so much, Miss Carol, for the $20. I appreciate you. She said, thanks for just being you. Thank you so much, Miss Carol. I appreciate it. Drop some hearts in the chat for Carol, y'all. We're Jesus, calm down. Calm down. We're $17 away from goal, guys. Thank you so much. Pay links are in the bio. It's for therapy. I'm not even kidding. It's for therapy at this point. Hold on, one moment, Brittany. One moment, Brittany. Brittany. Wait.
Okay.
Thank you. We're $17 to go, guys. Pay links are in the bio. Venmo is Everything with Erica. I also have a PayPal and a Zelle, which is everythingerica9@gmail.com. Also, please don't forget to show love to Raptured Ren, the best co-hostess, as ma'am would say, in these TikTok streets. All right, so show Ren some love. Cash App and Venmo links are in the bio. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Phil. Done. Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate you. Thank you. Phil sent the last 17. So thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate you, love. All right. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Phil. All right. We're gonna do a karaoke. What Brittany?
I did. I like waited more than a second because I think you're like fabulous. And that's what I want to say right now is that's right. Let's go. Tap the screen. It's free. Tap the screen and share the live out. Let's go. Because if you ain't with the Erica and Ren show, you ain't popping. You ain't dropping it like it's hot. That's why.
What's happening?
I mean, if people make comments, it's crazy. That's creepy. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Forget about it.
Okay. Gavin,
I wanted. Sorry,
what were you about to say?
I wanted to say I apologize for saying like educate. Like it did come off as mean. I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to like talk about a topic because you mentioned karaoke and like I really like music and singing. I was gonna like tell you about grunge if you know about that topic of that genre of music. There's one artist.
I grew up in the 90s.
I was gonna say grunge, like 90s Seattle grunge music.
Exactly, like Lace Staley from House in Chains.
Yeah, sir, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, darling.
Sir.
Yeah. You can't tell. I've probably forgotten more about grunge than you know.
Maybe, but I just want to like talk about Alice in Chains, bring a little bit of light to this topic because I know there's a lot of weird people that come to you guys, especially like maggots and all that.
I appreciate your attempt to bring levity. Stick around so you can hear our acoustic karaoke.
Acoustic.
Yeah. Just to clarify, could you define MAGA? I just wanted to understand what he was saying.
Oh,
It's like like the worms, a maggot, and then you get MAGA.
Shout out to Terrence for the 5, and he sent a pizza slice. Thank you, cousin. I appreciate you, Terra Bear. You're the best. Thank you. All right. Also, shout out to Marcy for the 17. Thank you, guys. We're good. I appreciate y'all. She said brilliance. I don't know about all that, but I thank you. Y'all are way too kind. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Terrence and Marcy. Drop some hearts in the chat for Terrence and Marcy. Brittany, is it moonshine? Is it 151? Is it tequila?
Here's
Don
what
Julio.
No.
Tito's.
Here's what we need to figure out. There is 325 people here. I don't see where they like push the button and we see like a lion or a galaxy. Like we're not seeing the show. Like why isn't someone out of 327 people here not pushing that $60,000 gift? And what you're giving us?
My sugar daddy left.
Oh,
yeah, he left me.
$60,000 gift.
I don't know if you got a $60,000 gift. By all means, share it. But yeah, my sugar daddy left. He don't come around here no more.
Well, someone said I killed the vibe, so I better.
No, we're not friends. Brittany's just Brittany is Brittany.
Yeah, that's who I am. Ren is Ren, the best co-host ever, and Erica is Erica, and Gavin is Gavin, and you all are you, right?
Gavin.
I'm glad we all.
I'm not
Not Gavin saying I'm
common
Gavin.
ground. I'm glad we all found some common.
I'm not going to be co-hosting much longer.
Yeah, Ren's last day as the official co-host is on Friday.
Because why? Because man,
she's gonna be doing show. She's gonna be doing her own thing.
That's what I said. What the fuck services? All right.
What'd you just say?
I said that's what I said at what the fuck service is.
What are you talking about?
It was just something I heard on TikTok. I don't know. Thanks for having me up, Ren. Shine bright like a diamond. And Ren.
Bye, Brittany.
And everybody love y'all. Bye.
Bye, Brittany.
Guys, don't drink in TikTok.
Erica, have you ever heard the song Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains?
I haven't heard much of Alice in Chains, to be honest with you.
We need more people listening to grunge. We need to bring it back.
Why?
Because everyone else is gone. We only have Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam left, and he's not even grunge anymore. He just does like calm rock.
Pika, it is. Pika, this is our own little version of it. We have our own little corner of Hades.
Why am I getting made fun of for like an Alice in Chains? Like I
don't know why you getting made fun of for like Alice in Chains. I don't know
Nobody's
much
making
about
fun of you. It's just Gavin, darling, sweetie, love. You're doing a really bad job of reading the room.
Well, I'm trying to bring like a nice light to it, because I heard you guys were gonna do karaoke.
Yes, me and Erica do a pretty damn good job of that all on our own. But I absolutely appreciate your enthusiasm for the grunge scene and Alice in Chains specifically.
Yeah, thank you.
It. So stick around, listen to karaoke. You have a good night, darling. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Gavin. Have a great night, love. The Jamie just posted actual footage of Brittany in the live stream chat. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. Acoustic karaoke. All right. Phil, you get to pick the song, but make it good. Phil gets to, and Jordan, if Jordan is still here, I'll sing some Beyonce for him. Because
never mind.
We know how much he loves Beyonce. Jordan. All right. Phil, what song do you want to hear? I'll just call on Drea, because Drea always comes through with really good song choices. Nothing white is wild. Okay. What? Beat it. I'm not singing beat it. Are you telling me to beat it or you want me to sing beat it? I don't know. Sounds a little shady to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Well, too late. I'm not taking any more people. Matter of fact, let me exit out of Google Voice just in case I'm tagged. Do not disturb is on, so you can get no phone calls. All right. I don't want to sing anything slow. I might start crying. All right. Ren, you want to sing some Michael?
Michael Jackson?
Jackson, yes. Is there another Michael?
What song?
What you thought I was talking about? Michael McDonald? Michael Bolton? Is there another Michael?
That was more of a statement, not a question.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah,
What
no, that
Michael
was,
are we talking about?
yeah, that was a statement, not a question.
Okay. Oh, Lay It Down by Lloyd. That's crazy. Lay it down. Lay it down. Oh, lay it down.
I'm looking for the man in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him to change his ways.
Oh.
And no message would have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place,
take a look at yourself, then
and
make a
change.
change.
Woo!
Na 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 na. Oh yeah. Okay. That was fun. All right, let me see. Oh, my eyes are like super dry. I gotta put stuff in them. Do I have stuff over here? No, I don't. It's on the other desk with the other drawer. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell some good news that I have.
Do tell, do tell.
So I'm in the market for a new wheelchair. And because they finally made some changes to Medicare and Medicaid, which means that there are changes to regular insurance companies, I might actually be able to get a wheelchair where the seat moves up and down,
Oh,
like
nice.
higher and lower, so I could like see in the stove, the pots on the stove.
Oh, fantastic. That'll be what's up.
I
So you actually
know.
okay, I can picture that. That's cool.
And then I could get stuff off the top shelf in grocery stores and stuff.
That's good.
I'm excited about that.
That's what's up, Rand. That is what's up.
And
That's
I'm
what's
about to
up.
order the stuff to make more macaroni because I'm finna throw that whole pan of macaroni away because it's not good. Like it's really
Oh,
bad.
yikes. I'm sorry to hear that. That
That's
sucks.
okay. It's
That
okay.
sucks. But I'm happy to hear that you I'm not gonna say may. I'm happy to hear that you're gonna be getting the wheelchair that you want. That'll be fun. That'll be
Yeah.
freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Send the details to Lady Ball. She said she needs that chair too. Hey, Lady Ball. Miss Deb. Miss your face.
Because I have to do it's so let me okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something, and it does go back to the whole politics thing a
The
little
empty
bit.
buck is wild. I'm listening, Rand.
So we knucking and bucking and ready to fight.
I'm writing down the song suggestions, by the way. I'm writing them down.
So the thing that people needs to understand about Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, all these different things, and why people push so hard for universal health care is because, first of all, the wheelchair that I use, like even to get the wheelchair, I have to have a evaluation by a physical therapist and the chair provider and the equipment, durable medical equipment supplier. Like I'm having a meeting with all of these people.
That's a
Macaroni
lot of
and
people to
cheese
meet
with
with.
no. Yeah, and luckily they come into my house.
What happened with the macaroni and cheese though?
It just I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't even know what happened. I think I used too much milk.
Oh, so it was liquidy?
Not really liquidy. It just the cheese flavor was lacking.
Hey, JE, I have to know the song in order to sing it. I don't know that song. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you think you interesting.
And I
Next
don't
time if it's so it wasn't too liquidy, so like like a little cornstarch slurry wouldn't have fixed it?
It may have if I had realized what was wrong before I stuck it in the oven.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that
Now you
happened.
see, now you see why I'm just gonna throw the
Oh,
whole
I
thing
threw that
away.
away so
Start over.
fast. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay. All right. We got a few songs to sing, Ren. We won't be singing the full songs, but we are going to start off with Beat It by the late, great, well, the best to ever do it. Y'all know who he is. Michael Joseph Jackson. All right. Why does this person is intent on calling me the N-word? They need a life. It's
I
just,
just find it interesting that Michael is the one with Joseph as his middle name.
I thought they all had Joseph as their middle name.
Do they?
I
That's
don't
what I
know. Do
thought.
they? What's Tito's? Didn't Tito just pass away?
I think so, or Jermaine, one of them.
No, Tito passed away in September of last year. Yeah, it was Tito. Yeah, you're right. Michael is the one with Joseph as his middle name. Maybe he was the prodigal son. All right, moving on. All right, we're gonna sing "Beat It." You ready, Ran?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
in on the chorus, and then you can take the second verse. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then we'll be done. We'll beat it. All right. Janet Joseph Jackson is wow, Corey.
That's what I was just
Reedy Joseph Jackson.
Latoya Joseph Jackson.
Latoya. Corey is silly. Oh my gosh. All right, that was funny. Okay. All right. So Michael said, they told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't want to see your face. You better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it. Just beat it. Huh. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right.
Just beat it.
Beat it, beat
Just
it,
beat it.
beat it,
Just beat it.
beat it.
They're out to get you. Better leave while you can. Don't wanna be a boy, you wanna be a man. You wanna stay alive. Better do what you can. So beat it. Just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life. This ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you and they'll beat you and they'll tell you that it's fair. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it.
Beat it.
Beat it.
Beat it.
No one wants to be defeated.
Remember the dance?
Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat
Beat
it.
it. Just beat it. Beat it. All right. That was Michael Jackson. That was Beat It. All right. You're all welcome for that. You're all welcome. Okay. Another one I wrote down is I wrote All right. So we're gonna do Don't Take It Personal, which was recommended by Drea, because I saw that, and Don't Leave by Blackstreet, which was recommended by Lil Sis Irene. All right, so we're gonna do that one. And someone said Purple Rain, and someone else said Nuck If You Buck. All right, so I think I'll close out with Nuck If You Buck, Ran.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Nuck If You Buck. All right. All right, so let's do Don't Take It Personal. Do you remember this song, Ran?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. It's just one of them days when I want to be all alone. Just one of them days when I gotta be all alone. It's just one of them days. Don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone. And you think I treat you wrong. I want to take some time out to think things through. I know it always feels like I'm doing you wrong, but I'm so in love with you. So understand that I'm only in love. You're the only one I need. So have no thought that I want to leave. And baby, trust me, please.
One of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone. And you think I treat you wrong. Don't take it personal. Baby,
Baby, personal.
Mm.
I sit and think about everything we do. And I find myself in misery, and that ain't cool. Hey, now, I really want to be with you the whole way through. But the way you make me feel inside keeps me confused. As I swing back, mood to mood, it's not because of you. I never want you to be insecure. So won't you understand that I'm only in love? You're the only one I need. I'll be there for you when you need me, boy. So baby, don't you leave.
Just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone. And you think I treat you wrong. Just one of them
Days that a girl goes through.
when I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it
Out
out.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, one thing we always gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna do a really good job on a Monica song. Hey, Jessica Simone. Y'all drop some motherfucking coconuts in the chat for Jessica Simone. Drop them coconuts. I want to see the coconuts. I don't see them yet. All right, Ren. All right, you ready to do Black Street now for Irene?
Sure.
All right. Is it Don't Leave or Don't Go? Can't remember.
Don't leave.
Nah, baby, nah, baby, nah, baby. Don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me tonight. Don't leave me, girl. I met Blackstreet once before. They were really nice. Teddy Riley is a nice man. I was like 11 or 12. He's a really nice man. All right. I'm not a fan of Genius lyrics. Like the way they do their lyrics kind of sucks to
Me
me.
neither, but they're the only ones that kind of have them. Even though I'm pretty sure I know this song, but
Yeah. Nah, baby, nah, baby, nah, baby. No, no, no. If you take your love away from me, I'll go crazy. I'll go insane. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby. No, no, no. All right, we're just gonna start now. You got your problems, baby, and I got mine. Let's just spend it all by putting it together. Yeah. When you say you love me, it don't mean nothing. If you cared, you'd be there like you used to be. I'm searching for the words to make you realize that I really, really want you to stay. Oh, go ahead, Rhea.
tears of frustration I hold inside. But if you walk away, you'll make this grown man cry.
Don't leave, no, baby, no, baby, no, baby.
Don't leave me, girl.
No.
Stay with me tonight. Don't
leave me, girl. No.
You stay with me too.
Forgive my pride, girl. I'm begging you. You're my heart. You're my soul. You got so much control. My love runs deeper than the ocean and sea. But if you sail away, you'll take the centerpiece of me. Don't leave.
No, baby, no, baby, no, baby.
Don't leave me, girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Rolanda. Rolanda sent $15 and said, I just wanted to support you since I enjoy your show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all might actually get some tears out of me tonight. Tonight has been like absolutely crazy. Y'all make it worth it. Thank you so much, Rolanda. Drop some hearts in the chat for Rolanda. And shout out to my cousin Jesse for the 5. Jesse said, cue the church scene and Coming to America. That girl good. That girl good. See, I told you that girl good. Oh, you're the best. Go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
Away from me, I'll go crazy, crazy, crazy.
If you
take your love away from me, I'll go crazy,
crazy.
I'll go crazy. Oh.
Awesome. All right. Fantastic. All right. So we did Don't Take It Personal. Oh my, the light just went out. Mean time to go. All right. They're about to turn the lights off on me, y'all. We did Beat It. You ready to do Purple Rain? Are you ready to do Purple Rain?
No.
You're not ready to do Purple Rain?
No.
I never meant to cause you any problems.
If I tell you,
I never meant to cause you any pain.
I only know the chorus of that song.
It's okay.
Okay.
I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Come on, Ren. Purple rain.
Purple rain. I told you I don't really know this song.
Purple rain. Purple rain. You gotta let the beat go. I only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Hey, baby, I can never steal you from another. It's such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. I'm about to start singing like Trey Songz, and then Prince gonna stand up and be like, purple rain, purple rain. Come on, y'all. Purple rain, purple rain. Mm-hmm. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. All right, I gotta remember this part. Honey, I know times are changing. I can't remember this part. I can't remember the rhythm. It's time we all reach out for something new. And that means you too reach out for something new, Ren.
Okay.
You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. And I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Can we just get to my favorite part of the song, Ren?
Just go ahead.
All right. I think I'm going to play it because we need to hear this. All right. Twitch and YouTube, I'm so sorry that you all have to miss this, but you know, the 2 people that are on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for sticking it out. All right. And then also, oh my gosh, all the people on YouTube, I'm not even going to say how many. All right. Thank you all so much for being